WIIFTV PM.
WIIFTVP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTVP. Media's just for you and me.
Jackson. If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like me said. Randy said a Jukathon day.
Man, we about 60 years old. I be done had a heart
You gotta
attack.
get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't.
You don't like that, yeah.
I don't like that one.
Because I'm the boss of this thing.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show.
What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. What's in it for the black people? What's in it? I'm in it. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people, for the black people, for the black people, for the black people. What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. For the black people, 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 for the black people. What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. For the black people. 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 For the black people.
one night in my bed you'll never regret. And you, with your pretty brown eyes, I knew, baby, you would change my life. And you opened up my eyes to see I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Let's throw back to the day that we first met. Let's throw back, I never will forget. Let's throw back to when we fell in love. Let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Is it just me? Don't you miss those nights sexing on the beach, playing Isley Brothers in between the sheets? And now we're taking flights from London to Belize, and we're popping bottles, endless shopping sprees. Still sexy as can be. I knew you're still the only one for me. Yeah. I'm feeling lucky as can be. I'm excited for our future, but I love our history. Yeah. To the day that we first met. Let's throw back. I really wanna know. Let's throw back. Let's go back. Let's throw back. Let's go. I wanna throw back. Oh. We're making love to the first time we let's reminisce of the whip. Making love. Come on now. Let's throw back. Oh, all I wanna do is throw it back. That's all I wanna do. Come on now. Let's throw back, babe. I wanna throw back, babe. Let's throw back, everybody. Let's throw back. If you love somebody, let's throw back. Talk about the love. Let's throw back. Let's throw. I wanna throw back. Reminisce on how it used to be. Oh yeah.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts. Man, Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System the milk is so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System the milk is so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA gets spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let this give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up the seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore in the building. Ruthie, I'm hurting. I'm hurting for certain.
Oh, you tired?
I'm more
Not
than
like
tired.
physically.
I did not go home and go to bed early yesterday.
Why don't you just call off?
How?
No, why?
How? What was that? You know, if I would have called off, then you would have been like, I'm not coming.
Yeah, you call off, we all call off.
See? You know, I'm here.
What's the problem?
Is Marcus Garvey Day? Is
I
it?
don't understand the problem. Seems like a simple concept.
I'm going to tell you.
Just text me. I'm calling off. And I'll say, okay, you okay? First I'll say, you okay? Then I say, okay.
I'm hurting, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. This is gonna be a labor of love. I'm gonna have to turn on the air conditioning and everything. Cause I am straight up molly whopped. And it did not have anything. I'm so whooped that I couldn't even do wipe down Thursdays. I sat in my chair. You look at my paper, it ain't even full. You know, usually my paper be full than a mud. It's like
It look like a repeat.
I was like, what we? Yeah, y'all. But if I told you why I'm hurting, yeah. Some days I'd be like, some of this stuff you cannot write in a book. You would just not believe. So yesterday, Ruthie, I went to Kwame Rose fundraiser. Down at Chicago Cut, where I did not have a FU t-shirt on. No, I'm just playing. I didn't though. But Ruthie, remember when we went there and they poured them drinks? Mm-hmm. And like the glass, you'd be like, and it'd be like ice and drink. And it'd be like all the way to the top. And then if you tell them to put some juice in it, they'd be like, okay. It's like they might as well just spit in your drink. Because it ain't no juice in it.
They be strong.
So when you have the second one, when you're used to being in bed, or like at least in your chair by 7, and you're on your third one and it's 10 o'clock.
You was showing out, as they say.
I was not showing out.
You was showing out.
Ruthie.
Thinking you grown, Maze. Trying to hang out with the people.
Man, I was out.
Knowing they was like, oh, if we can keep Maze up past 7. Maybe
he won't talk about us.
He won't talk about us. Buy him another drink. Maze, you want another drink, my brother?
And then it was crazy because there was no buying the drinks. It was like, just drink. And it was, Ruthie.
Something about free top shelf.
Good God.
You just feel obligated.
You feel obligated to have another.
Let me just get an ice. Let me just get some liquor and some ice.
Look at my coffee.
It's gone. I thought maybe you spilled it or something.
I need more. So, y'all, it's going to take me a minute to ramp up to this. And my cousin was like, what's up? I was like, cuz, not today.
That's how you know you tired.
I was like, cuz, you know. No, I'm not. I'm not hungover. You ain't never too tired for your cousin.
I will take a nap and be like, I'll be right back. Let me prep. And it's one of the best feelings when you wake back up and you've already got one ready.
You know, now I ain't gonna lie.
That's a good feeling. Or if you forgot you had, It's like getting a stimulus check and you didn't know you was getting one.
Let me ask you a question.
Sometimes I do it just to add some excitement to my life.
Let me ask you.
I be hiding money from myself.
Speaking of that, like, have you ever? Let me ask y'all a question, this real quick, because I think both of y'all could empathize with this. Would you rather lose $10 or lose $10 worth?
Man, $10. You know what you gotta go? You know the process.
First of all,
$10.
First of all, I don't even know there is no $10 worth anymore. I don't think you can get $10. I don't know if that's possible.
I didn't drop that in the carpet by accident.
You be, oh Lord!
Don't vacuum yet! Don't vacuum yet!
Yeah. Those be the best when you back.
But you be like, damn, I ain't know I had all this. I ain't know I had all this lit in my run too.
Oh God!
I'm just playing.
No, no, you ain't. Shoot.
I got hardwood floors.
Speaking, have you ever?
Toy said $10.
I'd rather lose $10 too.
Are you serious?
I'd rather lose the 10 than the.
Oh yeah, me too. Okay.
No. Because can I tell you what? If you lose it, you're never like. If you lose $10, you chalk it up because you know somebody is gonna use it, spend it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's gone. Mm-hmm. If you lose $10 worth.
It's the same thing. You chalk it up because somebody gonna use that.
No,
I be looking. I will.
Who stole my stuff?
Can I tell y'all one time? Let me tell y'all this story. So one time, my cousin, somebody had dropped my cousin off to me, and you know how you put something somewhere, you like, I'll never forget it, right? I'll never forget that it's right here. So I literally. They gave me my cousin, dropped my cousin off. I told my cousin, sit on the roof of the car. I'm in the bathroom. So I told him sit on the roof of the car, right? And it was in the beginning of the new Mylar packaging with the black, right? So he's sitting on top of the car. I'm talking about, and this is when the dispensaries first started opening up. Mm-hmm. I get in the car, drive away. I destroyed my whole entire house. Cause like, you know how you come home and you like, man, I got my cousin is here. I got a fresh new cuz. He got new clothes on. I ain't gonna even touch him until I get back. So now I'm destroying my house because it's like my cousin Zip, right? And it's when it taxable Zip. So I'm tearing up the whole entire crib. It's like there's nowhere that it completely forgetting I had put it on the roof.
Did you file a police report?
No, because I thought it's still my cousin was worried about, you know.
Oh, a Zip? Jeezy Pete's. I could see it.
Check this out.
Goodness.
So when I'm finally like, okay, somebody broke in my house. I pull out to the alley.
That's all they took.
I was convinced. I was like, they knew. I pulled out to the alley, and it had fallen off my roof, and I had run over it. And cars,
so you found it?
And cars had run over it.
But you found it.
I found it. It was clearly, so in it was my cousin Zip, but it was also like a couple other, like, because it was from the dispensary. So he had a couple other, somebody had taken the other stuff, but the bag was run over. So they didn't open the bag. And so, like, but the bag was run over and it was kind of spilled out. Did I know I was out in the alley, like, and then somebody came out of the alley, right? Because I look, somebody came out of the alley and I was trying to play it off. But yeah, a whole, like, yeah. And I'm telling you, it was like one of them things where I could not focus at work. I couldn't focus all day because I was like, hold on. Who broke in my house and took my cousin?
Only that, though.
I was like, they knew. I was like, dang it. They knew how good my cousin was, and they came just for that. Somebody has been listening to my phone. All right, y'all, this is the
TV. Could have got this TV, but
no, not. Forget the TVs. I'm taking the cuz. So, y'all, yes, that is my. I'm going to tell you that I have. Yeah, I'm going to stop. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, in the building. Ruthie, how you feeling today?
Pretty good. You know, these mornings is It's dark. You know what's worse than leaving it on your car roof though?
What?
Having it blow away in the wind.
That's
a tough one.
Can I tell you when
That's a tough one.
That's definitely a tough one. Another tough one is so when I first started hanging out with my cousin again, right? This is in college. We came home, we was on 31st Street Beach. And so like when I first came home, everybody's like, wait, you be hanging out with your cousin? Man, college done changed you. So probably the most gangster of the gangster dudes that I knew at the time. Like he was like the big brother of somebody, like, the big brother that went to jail and came home. And so it's like everybody's scared of him or whatever. Like, not scared of him, but you be like, hey man, you don't really want no problems. He like, oh, you good? You roll. So I wasn't really that good a roller. And when I gave it to him, it all fell out. So he thought I took his stuff.
Oh.
Cause I gave him and it all just like straight up fell out. And then we looked in the car and it was all over
That's called a party foul.
What's called what?
A party foul.
I didn't know that.
Hey, why do we do that though? Like, I'm sure we all didn't do. Like, yeah, I can do it. You just watched the last 5 people do it. You be like, I'm gonna try it.
Speaking of that, Riis, we got to do the milk crate challenge before.
Oh my goodness,
we got to.
Riis, I got the stack. I'm ready. Let's promote it. Let's do it next week. Are you going to the Bears game in Los Angeles? I mean, in Las Vegas.
What you mean? Like they going to Vegas?
Yeah.
Nah, I work every day. I work for a wealth of
So, Riis, we should do that for the Bears when the Bears, because we're going to have a tailgate next week. What's in it for the black people is going to have a tailgate next Sunday up at TP. So, it's going to be like our get-together. It's going to be food. We should do the milk crate challenge there and do $1,000.
Oh, that would be dope. We could have the milk crates out there.
We could have the milk crates. We could start stacking them outside every day. Like, have people just drop us off crates. And what we should do, Riis, is mix the crates.
Yeah.
Right? Like, put the good crates with the cracky crates. And then...
It's a real challenge. It's a
It's a real challenge. Right. And then, Ruthie, you got to hold the camera, Joe. You got to be the camera woman.
Ruthie, are you going to come that day?
No.
Yes,
no,
Ruthie.
I'll support the milk crate challenge.
Ruthie.
It's old now.
No, it won't be when... We going to revive it. What?
Please don't resurrect that.
Ruthie, see, you be hating sometimes.
Just leave it where it's at.
No,
Create something new. Create something new.
The milk crate. I think they got a good job. Look, Lucy said she coming $1,000.
$1K for the winner. Yeah.
Riis, but you gotta look. It's a challenge though, so it ain't like you got to do it till the last man standing.
That's 2 right there. Look, Boosie coming, Tiger coming. See that? Look at
$1,000. Okay.
$1,000.
Look, we bringing it back, Ruthie.
I would say put that money into a spade or a bid whist tournament.
First of all, let me just say this. I'm gonna tell y'all, don't even say bid whist, because some of y'all don't know. Y'all know no bid whist. Ruthie, you know how to play bid?
No, but I know how to act like I do. All I gotta do is drink a beer and talk loud.
That's spades.
No, that's bid whist too.
Bid. No, you gotta drink.
You gotta know what you're doing in bid.
Riis, you know how to play bid?
Seems like you gotta be.
Well, you know what? I feel like we should have known Riis know how to play bid.
Because he was probably playing with his drunk relatives.
Yep.
Dang, Ruthie, how you mean you was playing with this drunk? You got drunk relatives?
That's how you learn how to play bid. You gotta be with some drunk people.
When you play spades, do you be slapping your cards down?
Of course.
Do you really?
You have to.
It depends.
Nah, I'd be like,
spades is a production. I don't like playing with spades with people that be all quiet and serious.
Like if I pull up to you and you don't never know, like you never see me, like I'm real, like I'm a quiet, like I act like I don't know what I'm doing, then boom, I
switch it up on them.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it. Like spades, like I play a little bit. You know
I'm telling y'all, Ruthie, you should have that. I think you should do that. Go ahead, put that down. Watch me. You play is it whisk or whist?
We black. It's either one.
Bid whisk.
Ooh, somebody said they been to 6-0. They out here.
Ooh, 6-0. Oh, you 6-0. You around here talking crazy now.
Different type of breed.
Yeah, 6-0. Yeah, man. All right, y'all ever play in between?
Mm-mm.
You ever play In Between?
What's that?
Familiar, like
In Between. Everybody get 2 cards. Everybody put in $1. Then, so like, it's all us. Everybody get 2 cards. You bet. You can bet to whatever's in the pot that the next card you get falls in between the 2 cards you got.
Oh, okay.
Can I tell you I done lost my life doing that almost? I had ace 2, $1,000 in the pot. I get an ace. Got to put 1,000 in. Happened to me in real life. And then dude right next to me gets a 10-2 or 10-4 and bets and picks up the whole 2 stacks. You shoot dice at all? You ever shoot dice, Ruthie?
I understand the concept. I ain't never been in no alley though.
You know, do you ever shoot dice, Riis?
Come on now.
Riis, you know I made a living shooting dice in college. Really? When I was unemployed for a minute. Oh yeah.
Come on now.
Riis, I made it through a whole semester.
Man, you look like you know how to shoot dice.
Huh?
You talking about casino dice?
No, I can't even mess with the casino. I'd be too confused.
Right.
I'd be like, wait, this too much. What you do? Hold on. Stop. They be like, dog, you can't touch that. No. I'd be trying to catch them. They be like, what are you doing? Ain't no catch. I'd be like, catch. I'd be waving. Oh, I caught that. They be like, nah, dog.
Did you say I caught that in the casino?
I caught that. They be like, dog, give me my money. Right. Yeah, man. I did. I remember I went to Vegas trying to catch the man. I think they might have tried to fight me, dog.
Look at it.
What the hell is you doing? Hey, when you catch, how you catch? You know, you ever see people be having them fake catches like, that was a catch, Joe. They be like, they be off in the world like catch. I caught that.
Drop those. Drop those.
Oh, damn. Whew. Okay, y'all. I know. Y'all like, what the hell is... I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you, getting up at 4, I might tell you, I don't know if I slept it off yet.
You should have just called off, man.
You want to quit now?
Call off.
I'm going to do it like in the middle. I'm going to
come mental health day.
All right, y'all. We gonna end the Maze Jackson show right now. You crazy? Y'all know better than that. This is the Maze Jackson show. I gotta get it, Ruthie. I got to get what y'all say. I be having to get it from the mud. I got something to prove. I'll be like,
we know.
I got a penalty. This is when you did too much, but you knew what you was doing, so I gotta take the consequences.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, because then you'll put yourself in a behavior like, you'll start accepting it, so you can't accept it.
No, he won't.
So you know that you made a commitment to something, so you gotta do
Riis, you just saying that because you get paid when he come in. And if he don't come in, then you don't get paid.
That's me, regardless.
So it's directly beneficial for you. I'm advocating what's beneficial for me for just being off.
Well, let's do this. Let's advocate for a break, and then we're going to come back. We're going to talk some headlines. We're going to get the soul plane up in the air. We're going to do all that. But I'm going to go turn on the air conditioning since Ruthie got on a sweater and a jacket and a coat. Ruthie winter ready. Ruthie, you got a sweater underneath your... check this out. She got on a...
cold.
Ruthie.
Maze, it be cold.
I'm looking at you, right? So I'm estimating you got on a T-shirt.
I do.
I'm going to estimate you got on
I got on a tank
shirt.
top, a sweater, a vest, and a scarf.
Not that cold. It's going to be 80 degrees today, Ruthie.
It be cold in the morning. I don't know what y'all... listen.
Ruthie.
We don't all have the luxury of going into our garages to get in our cars.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. My car was actually parked in front of my house today. So
Mine was too.
I didn't go in my garage today, see?
Mine was too. I'm actually putting my car up. So I haven't really driven it. It's going to get the recall today, and then it's going away for the winter. I'm just about to put that bad boy up, and we just not going to see it no more. All right, y'all. This is the Maze Jackson Show. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
WIIFTBPM.
Chicago's Power Hour. I'm your host, Angie Mims, and
Terrence Keys, TD, a.k.a. Terrence Daniels.
I wish I had one witness in the house.
You got one. Got a couple of them. Got two T's.
Give me a testimony.
Oh, Lord. He's did it before. Oh Lord.
I got one.
Something
better. I got 5 reasons.
5 reasons. Oh Lord, he turned it around.
Turn it around. He woke me up this morning.
Oh, don't do this. Don't do this.
Go
Number
ahead.
4.
He woke me up this morning.
Come on, number 3. Come.
He woke me up.
Oh Lord.
He woke you up.
That thing can touch you. One of them 5s will get you. What's the second one?
He woke me up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
And the number 1 reason.
Number 1. Final answer.
He woke me up this morning.
He woke me up this morning.
That's a testimony.
That's a testimony.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:36 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area traffic and weather report. Over the traffic in the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop is 27 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 24. On the Eden, inbound from Deerfield to Exchange is 31 minutes. Exchange back to Deerfield will be 30. And on the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop is 45 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 32. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 38 minutes. Outbound will be 32. The Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 47 minutes. 29 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 20 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes back out to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive South is 7 minutes, 55th to Jackson, as well as Jackson back to 55th. And on the north side of things, 8 minutes. That's Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather is currently 63 and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 75 and a low of 63. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's Ease on the Maze Jackson Show.
Keep calling me, give you some love, you want all of it. I'm out here working, nigga, get a grip. I'm just trying to touch a million, you just wanna coexist. I say you clingy and you contradict. Give you my heart, you think it's counterfeit. Give you my word and you won't trust in it. What's the point of loving me if you don't know what trust is? I need the ease you give now. Please don't back down on me. You've got the attention I need. Put your pride aside for me. Oh, 'cause I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, in the building. Plus DJ Riis the Ruler. Hey, Ruthie Moore, this is Wipe Down Thursday. Except I just really just put a swab on my little area.
You could have just sprayed it down. It wasn't too.
How was it last night, Riis?
It was decent, man. You know what? It was a nice crowd. It stayed above like 40 like the whole night. You know, it was just mild. It wasn't nothing like too major. You know, I was kind of like you, like I was tired. You know, I came back in here like 2:30.
Dang, Riis, you ain't take a nap?
Nope. I did some work for like New Era. I had to hook them up, make sure all the shows ran good, and I stayed here the whole time.
Riis.
So yeah.
So Ruthie, Riis, you know he took his joint. Riis taking his joint serious. I be coming in here, people be like, "Hey, Riis told me I can't be standing over here." They be sitting on Chris the Critic called me and said, "Hey, I heard about my bottles."
Please take them, because I'm in here about them.
I was like, "Look, Joe, you know, I mean, I'm saying, you know, it be the mugs that be coming through once a week and they leave the biggest mess. We be tiptoeing through the mud. Ruthie be cleaning up all her stuff. We all clean up. Then the mugs become the people visiting, becoming leaving the mess. When you go to people's house, do you clean up behind yourself?
Of course.
Why you make it? Nah, you ain't. You don't make
100%.
I feel like when I go to somebody's house, I gotta even make it better. Like I be like, I treat their crib better than I treat mine.
People I clean up behind myself at restaurants.
I kind of do that too.
Then that's black people. Sometimes we be like, I don't want them to think I'm messy, so let me not.
Do your hotel
we
like
stack
that?
our dishes up, like, and I be thinking like, why we be doing all this?
That is true, but. Well, you know, it bothers me sometimes, though, when they come clean up your table. Like, I hate eating bread in the restaurants where they come scrape up your crumbs. Because it'd be like, well, dog, you might as well just wait till I finish eating all this bread. Because, you know, he come by, scrap. Yeah, I clean up my hotel room, too. I feel like I clean up my hotel. Now, don't get it twisted. Oh, I will leave the maid some bed action, and I'm using every towel. I'm using every towel every day. Like, you giving me all new towels. I'm using every towel.
Every day?
Talk about save some water.
Man, you better save the water. You think hold on. Y'all charge me $500 a night, and I got to save some water? No, cuz I'm using, you know, I go to the hotel, I leave the TV on, I turn the shower and the bathtub on, I be, you can't even get, I be like, I stopped taking all the soap and stuff because I be like, you know, you always be like, ooh, I'm going to take this and I'm going to use it the next time I travel. But fool, you come into another hotel, it's going to have all the same stuff. So I don't never, do you stay with your relatives when you go out of town? Do we talk about this? I'm not staying with my.
It depends on which relative it is.
If it's if my cousin can't come, I ain't going.
No.
I ain't staying. I'd be like, give me a room and make sure it got a balcony. I'm just saying. You
live a luxurious life.
Right.
What?
You don't got no balcony.
I'm like,
no, straight up. When I be on the hotel hunt,
you luxurious.
I be like, if it ain't got no balcony.
Me, I'm just going in, stripping off the sheets, make sure ain't no bed bugs. Like, let me make sure ain't no bed bugs around here.
He spread down real quick,
That's Carrie's job. Carrie be like, she be done pulled off the sheets. I be like, what do you do? Like, but then I got it. Like, all you gotta do is watch one of them 2020s. With the blue light, and you be like, man, spray everything.
Spray me too when I leave.
Yeah, I do this.
So, yeah, I do. Do you use up the stuff? Do you take the supplies home? I mean, I feel like when I'm at the
take the towels. I don't know what it is.
They gonna charge you for them.
Oh, can I tell y'all one time?
Charged, though.
I'm gonna tell y'all this story. So y'all know Big Swill, right?
Yeah.
He funny.
So, you know, there was a time in our career where we had street teams that traveled around the whole entire country, and they were going to be Ringling. They were like pre-circus guy, like they were like the precursor to the circus coming into town. They would dress up, they would wear clown clothes and noses and all that stuff. They went to clown training school at Ringling Brothers, the whole thing, right?
Swill
too, yeah. No, because Swill been with me. Like whatever we do, Swill been there. So it's like, man, Joe, if you got to get on the road because we need somebody that must be like, hey, and it was paying good too. I mean, that was good pay. Plus you stayed in all the best hotels, the whole joint. But what would happen is, so we got these two street teams traveling across the country, right? And sometimes the cash flow would be crazy. So we have just enough money to pay for the team, pay for their gas, pay for their hotel, and get them out. We was like on razor thin margins. I never forget. We get to the gas station because we got to get gas to fill up the RV to come back to Chicago, and we just got enough to do it, right? Like me and Tennille are managing this. Like, okay, you go to the ATM, you got enough money to the big gas station to get to Chicago where I will meet you and I will hand you off cash. We'll fill it, we'll put it up the whole thing. Go swipe the card to fill up the gas, decline.
I already know it.
Swipe the card. I'm like, nah, we done measured it. I mean, I'm telling you, like you checking, you doing, you know how you balance checking everything. I see a charge. The Omni Hotel. What is it? Big Swill took the road. They charged me $200 for the road, which was the gas money to get us back. He got the road. We stuck at the gas station. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In Indiana. So imagine being stuck at a gas station in Indiana with lions and tigers and bears on your truck. All these black and everybody. Yo, Joe. Everybody on the bus had to give up a piece of their paycheck to put the gas in the bus to get back. You want to talk about people being mad at Big Swill?
He still got that road?
Hey, he watching the show right now with it on. Right?
Oh, you know what? Remind me to tell you about that time in Cleveland when Big Swill of the Road and the lady with the white shoes and black stockings. But we'll do that a whole different day. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Gotta say what's up to my girl, Ruthie Moore. Ruthie says she all right. Reach the ruler. Business in the front party. Mr. Business in the front party in the back. How you feeling, man? Yesterday was Weak Heaux Wednesdays. I see my girl, Toy. She ain't out of town on her Spirit Airlines, so she must be somewhere watching and working. Working and watching, one of them two. How was it yesterday, Riis? What's going on, man? You said you was a little slow yesterday?
Yeah, man, you know I'm blessed by the best. You know the rest, man. It's good, man. I was just a little tired, but, you know, I did the same thing, man. Pushed it through, everything. But a lot of people did say that they wouldn't mind coming out and seeing, you know, WHW live. So
I'm telling you, I should do the TP, man.
I might be putting it together. We might want to do that Wednesday before Sweetie's Day. You know, ruin a couple. I mean,
ruin a couple lives,
fix a couple relationships.
You know what y'all should do though? I'm gonna tell y'all should have people dress for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'm saying, like you should literally let. Like I feel like it's like when y'all do y'all show, the live audience should live up to the show. You feel me? Like I would love to, I mean, I know this sounds crazy, y'all, and I know I be off the wall, but I feel like could you imagine if people came to your show in like lingerie and all type of stuff and they was sitting in the audience and it was like I'm telling you, that would be super cool.
I don't tell my crowd. Like they would really show up. Like,
I feel like you should do it though. I mean, I feel like the photo, I mean, that to me is who you are, who your show is. And I think like meet them where they at, Joe. I'm saying we can, you know.
So we plotting something, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all plotting?
Yeah, we gonna get something, yeah. It'll be in the work soon. But yeah, no, man, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was a nice show. Show. Our last ones I had a lot of guests, so it was just us two. Right when we was like I hit live, the computer, I mean the tablet thing lost internet connection. So I had to like reset everything. I'm like, oh yeah, but it was smooth though. It was smooth. I'm still waiting on my endorsement from Swag Pack though. So.
Oh dang! You know what? I placed the order. Oh, know what, Ruthie? Tomorrow we got to get them. They have them at the store.
Yes, sir.
So we gonna get. You know about the Swag Pack?
When the hurt to the kill, you know the deal.
I'm familiar with Weak Beep Wednesdays.
Oh my God! I feel like what's in them pills?
Premature usage of those types of aids is going to lead to a slippery slope later on in your life.
It's going to lead to them popping more.
Exactly. So some young people, y'all better be cool before y'all really need
They
them.
be trying to, I be feeling like, do you think people just, like, is there a sense of accomplishment with the kill? Is that why it's on the, why you,
Cause y'all be out here false flagging. Y'all talking, we don't like women that wear eyelashes and weaves. It ain't real. Well, guess what? We don't like men who use swag packs.
Oh, yes, y'all do.
False advertising. No, it's false advertising.
Yeah. Yes, y'all do.
False advertising.
No.
I say just love me for me.
False advertising.
He is, but that swag pack is not one. Because once he popped that swag pack, no false advertising.
It wear off.
4 hours later.
It wear off. False advertising. I'm trying to tell y'all be out here perpetrating.
So
now you gotta ask.
Man, you know
it's your real swag pack.
Oh, dang. So, you know, I always wanted her to. I always wonder, like, what's the actual, like, realistically, like, without getting played, like, what's the time limit? Right? Like, you know what I'm just saying? Like, because some of y'all be like, it'd be like 2 hours. I'd be like, dang, how y'all, I be feeling inadequate when I be listening to y'all talk about these 3 hour. What's the time? Is there like a time? Cause like
apparently on my show yesterday they said it's a minimum. Anything below 10 pumps, it don't count.
10 pumps is cool. I'm good.
Cool.
10 and out. I can do 10 and out. I'm just saying.
I'm done with y'all.
And that's some weak.
That's definitely.
That's some Weak H Wednesday.
Dad, y'all. See, man, y'all be tripping, man. So what's the number? Is it? Let me stop. I'm gonna quit because
just leave it right there.
This too early. It's too early.
See, told you way too early.
No, that's the problem. See, y'all can't.
Maze.
You be like,
Maze, just leave it right where it's at.
Excuse me,
leave it right where it's at, Maze.
Excuse me,
leave the swag pack on the dresser.
What you do though if somebody come
Just
in, they
wait,
be opening up a swag pack when you
Listen,
come in the crib? Like,
just wait till they give y'all swag patches. Like them women birth control patches, y'all gonna be having on swag patches.
oh, dang.
And I'm gonna be like, what's that on your arm?
I always be asking, like, what is that on your arm? You ever felt somebody and they got them things in their arm?
What kind of things?
I don't know, but it'd be like rods, and it'd be like they don't have no babies for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you ain't worried about that? Like, y'all talk about vaccines. You put a 2-year time bomb in your arm?
Not a time
That
bomb.
don't be, you don't feel backed up or something?
Stop.
It's the Maze Jackson Show, y'all.
These comments is wild.
Oh, goodness
I'm turning
gracious.
this way.
This is the Maze Jackson Show. This is what happens when you have, I feel like that 3 was like 6 Don Julios. I really do. Like, because if a shot is an ounce and the glass is like 6, yeah, I'm hurting for certain. Right? Ruthie, you really not looking at the comments? Stop fronting. You looking at your computer. You just trying not to look on the camera. You like, oh, yeah? Ruthie like 13. Oh, gosh. This is the Maze Jackson Show. This is
goodness.
this is not extended version of Wednesday. This is actually Thursday. Does it go off with the metal detectors?
Maze, you gotta stop reading the comments.
I'm with Brandon. I used to think, I was like, dang, she like 18. She on nicotine. She had a nicotine patch. she was smoking squares that heavy. I can't mess with Shorty with the patch.
Oh, Jesus. This is the Maze Jackson Show, but Riis, I think it's still some aura in the room from yesterday. And it could be that I'm sweating this alcohol out right now, because I feel like every time I wipe my forehead, I smell Don Julio. You ever had some drinks and you be smelled like, you ever been in the room with somebody who been drinking the whole night before they took a shower, but they still smell like they?
Mm-hmm.
Whew, I hope I ain't me today.
Mm-mm.
Okay, thank you.
Or like somebody who legit is like an alcoholic and they just come through their pores.
Oh,
Like yeah.
They just
I call it the old man.
They got pores that's super wide too, open. Man, all right. This sound like Rogers. Anyway, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Okay, what I got on my list? Okay. For the headlines, did you see Michael Sachs' watch is on now? I know y'all don't. I've mentioned Michael Sachs before. We're going to talk about it a little bit later. Apparently, he is moving to put what? Michael Sachs.
I think it's like somebody called your mama. It was like,
get this boy. Michael Sachs is looking to merge the Sun-Times and WBEZ to create one of the largest nonprofit news agencies in the world. Now, I tell you got to be paying attention to this, because Michael Sachs is the billionaire who was the billionaire financier behind Rahm Emanuel. There are some people that are suggesting that he is a candidate or wants to be a candidate for mayor. I would also tell you that there are a tremendous amount of black folks that have been put on the payroll as he lays it down. So I just want y'all to watch that. When I see this nonprofit news, the first thing it makes me think of is Bruce Rauner and the Illinois Policy Institute, and they created these nonprofit news entities to become political organs that they use to blast each other. I feel like this is, when you watch, like, if you all watch Billions, you understand that the nonprofit world is used as a way for them to hide their actions. They utilize nonprofits as the entry point into space. And I think when you think about who is the most trusted news source for black folks now that we don't have really a defender but a newsletter, I would tell you that it's the Sun-Times. And I would also tell you that the people that have been breaking the most stories recently who have all the investigative reporters is WBEZ. So we got to watch that whole thing. I'll tell you all about that a little bit later. I know it's probably a little deeper than people are ready for now, but I got to get it in your psyche so that as these names start to appear, you'll start to talk about it. So we're going to also talk about who is the mayor's race. Because I think that a lot of this is starting to be positioned for the mayor's race, and I think you're starting to see people line up. The vaccination showdown is looming. I don't know if you saw 6 aldermen ask the mayor to reconsider her vaccination mandate. Actually, 6 of them are pretty much mayoral loyalists, and they also represent the largest groups of firefighters and policemen who are probably some of the most against the shot people that we know. So we need to be watching that, because it'll be interesting to see how this vaccination plays into the budget hearings, right? The mayor is very short, and so, you're going to have to start. I think it's interesting to watch these aldermen who are probably able to be affected the most by police, because in the voting space have all stepped up and said, hey, mayor, chill out. So we'll talk about that a little bit later, too. Yesterday, jumped in an Uber. I was on my way to, we were on our way to Attorney General Kwame Raoul's fundraiser. And I was driving downtown, and Milwaukee was taped off. Like Milwaukee, like Hubbard, Grand, when you're coming downtown by Washington, and it's one way in, and then you look over, and then you could cut over to go to Lake, and all of it was taped off, and it was yellow and red tape. And I was kind of like, I really was like, was they doing construction? Because what is yellow and red tape doing here? Well, apparently 5 people got shot yesterday downtown in a chase in the West Town, downtown, outskirts of the Loop area. And our Uber driver was like, yeah, man, there's 5 people got shot. I had an African Uber driver. But
I was wondering.
Man, Joe. However, I must tell you that he did not use the natural deodorant. He was on some degree. But I'll tell you, Ruthie, the whole concept of the shooting in the area that it was, it just says to me that we are living in the Wild Wild West. Like, I just honestly couldn't fathom all of this stuff happening downtown, whether we was living in a police state or not. I feel like everything is up for grabs. Nowhere is safe, which is all why we still need to be paying attention to the mayor. Right? Oh, man, yesterday I ran into a lot of people too. I'm going to tell you about that too. The shutdown, did you see the government shutdown was avoided yesterday? I always wonder, why do we keep getting to this, and why do they even make it a thing? Like, the Republicans were trying to tell the Democrats, we'll shut it down again. I think Joe is having problems. I really do. I think Joe Biden is it, and it seems like he can't seem to get his agenda moved either. They're holding back on the vote. Nancy Pelosi. I'm starting to feel like, is Joe Biden failing? I gotta ask. Did you see the generals came on TV and was like, he messed it? They was his own generals was like, yo, he messed us up and he lied. They basically called him a liar.
I don't know who to believe. Like, it seems it's literally like our word, like it's like one word against another word.
Right.
It's quite interesting because depending on the news outlet you look at, you can be it, like they position in it differently. So I've been checking out right and left and quote unquote neutral to try to at least figure out what the story really is.
Speaking of that, talking about cutting out, did you see President Obama said that open borders is unsustainable?
Oh.
But they cut it. They cut it out of the TV broadcast on ABC7. But all right, Mr. Dreamer. Okay, Mr. Open the door for the dreamers and give them a chance. Now you're talking about it's unsustainable. Now, is he saying unsustainable now? Now, he did say that he let the Haitians in when he was here. Right? He was like, I let them in when they had their earthquake. But this whole open borders is unsustainable. It's like it wasn't unsustainable when you was telling us everybody need to be a citizen. And now we done got rid of citizen in the university in Chicago. And I'm still tripping on y'all in this non-library library, the center. Man, when you hear people say I'm going to the center, that is not a presidential library. I just got to, like, everybody got a center in their neighborhood. I'm telling you, if they put a pool in the Obama Center, I'm going to really be tripping because it's not a library. What y'all going to do when they open up the Obama Presidential Library in Hawaii? Be like, lollipop, lollipop, oh black lollipops, lollipops. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I think y'all should look up what Obama said and then look how the press secretary responded to it.
No, you should just tell them. You ain't nobody gonna be trying to look up. Tell us, girl.
Well, my interpretation might not be their interpretation.
Ruthie, that's why we got to give it to them. Give them to them in a row. What happened? What happened?
So Obama was like, not Obama was like.
Yes, he was. Obama be like.
Right,
That's why I can't say. Obama was like, Barack was like, immigration is tough.
Yep.
It's always been because on one hand, I think we are naturally a people that wants to help others. That's what he told Good Morning America. Then he said, at the same time, we're a nation state, we have borders. The idea that we can just have open borders is something that, as a practical matter, is unsustainable, right? So then,
Jen Psaki.
Yeah, they was like, hey, Psaki. And then the question to her was, does President Biden agree with President Obama that open borders is unsustainable? And this is the trickery answer, she said. Yeah, she said, we don't have open borders. So yes, he agrees.
See how the white people do?
Are they serious?
They dead serious.
Are they serious?
They dead serious.
This is like laughable.
They be doing, we be taking it. We be like, I knew it.
This is laughable. What type of answer is that?
The answer that y'all get.
We don't have open borders, so yes, he agrees.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. Ruthie just bust them out again. We're going to talk about some more when we come back. Don't forget, also, 8:30, the battle continues. Ruthie, get your raps together. Because Tyrone Muhammad is coming.
He coming in?
He coming in. I'm Tyrone Muhammad, and I came to say, Ruthie, I'm going to whoop you up today.
That's
on
how
my rap. I'm going to get it back because my name is Ty, and I'm so black.
No, Ty be reading his papers.
Oh,
he don't be freestyling. Ty don't be freestyling, y'all.
He wrote Ghost.
He be writing.
So, Ruthie, everybody can't be Biggie and Jay, right? Ty from the old school. He put his stuff on paper, but he ready for you. He was like, he told me when he come after he shut down the dispensary, he coming for you. I think we should have a rap battle of Ty and Ruthie at the cookout. Like we should have
at the cookout.
At the cookout, we should have a stage.
3 rounds.
3 rounds. Ding, 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 ding. Who you got? I got Ruthie.
I will murk him.
Dang, Ty.
I'm bringing props.
Oh, dang. We gonna have a Ruthie versus a Ty. Ruthie Ty versus.
Oh, props.
And the milk crate challenge.
Oh, not the milk crate challenge.
All that. And
all
more.
that and barbecue. I think we gotta have lamb chops for this. I'm just telling you. Look, y'all, we gonna do it all. It's Frontline Ty coming in. We got Ruthie Moore. Y'all, should I clear out the Riis? Let's clear out the middle. Let's have them battle in the ring right here. You gotta watch Ty though. He might be. You can't. Hey Ty, you can't be walking up on Ruthie, dog.
I bet you he ironed his V-neck for the day though.
Oh!
Do y'all iron t-shirts?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
If I'm wearing it underneath, I'm not. But if I'm wearing it out,
you gonna iron it?
Huh? Yeah. Iron it? I want to see the cuts in the sleeves.
Ah. See the crease in the sleeve?
Yeah.
Yeah, you old school right there.
Yeah. I don't want to see
it. That's why you keep his pack of cigarettes. Rolled up.
No, that would mess up your crease.
You old school.
Hey, man, I am old school. That's all right though. Y'all, one day y'all gonna learn to appreciate it. And I guess what? Did y'all see though yesterday that I posted our question about does your appearance matter in court?
Oh yeah,
what happened? I ain't see it.
You know the bunch of them.
What they say? Oh, Ruthie Riis is wrong.
Ruthie, what you wear at the chapter?
I got a dress up.
Riis, what you wear to chapter meet?
Man, you know the chapter.
No. What did you dress up? Did you dress up for chapter meet?
Every time.
What them white boys tell y'all? Them white boys got y'all around here dressing like what these white boys telling y'all? So there are times when you can wear a suit without being white people?
We said that.
Yeah. When is that?
Whenever you want to.
Whenever you going,
No, what your chapter say? Can you show up to internet? Can you show up to your Can you show?
I can show up.
Will they let you in?
Yeah, I mean.
No, they won't.
Yes,
you can't
chapter.
come in.
Yeah, I just like saying so, like because like in our chapter, like it's not some people that work. So now if I get off work, you either want me and
I'm talking about Clave now, not chapter. So like if you went to state meeting or regionals, you can show up to your regional meeting and not wear a suit.
Probably not. But
like you could go to the plenary sessions without a suit or without being dressed properly.
That's different though. That just like me going to like the Met Gala. Like I would know I have to dress up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain events that you know that you have to dress up for. That's an event.
Court.
Like
not
court. It's not an event because the whole thing about court
I'm just gonna say Ruthie.
No.
But
I'm just saying, how did Ruthie? You saying this? You did wear a dress to Zoom court.
Yeah, because my black lady attorney
told you.
I get it, Maze, and the people in the comments. Y'all gonna leave this in the past.
I just want
because it was a specific circumstance that Riis was talking about. He not saying like that if he get convicted and go to court, he wasn't saying that. He was talking about in his particular circumstance where he knew he was innocent. He felt like I'm about to come in here how I want to come in here because y'all railroad me through this system. So I'm finna railroad y'all through my dress preferences.
But my whole point is, are we not there to decide if I did something or not? Like the fact that in our minds that we acknowledge that we have to dress to impress them to make them believe that we're innocent. That we're innocent. I have to show you by the way, and not the fact that.
What do you prove when you show up to your until you show up to your fraternity?
That he love his fraternity.
But
you love your freedom.
He don't love. He don't love the court system.
I don't either.
We abide by rules and systems in which we respect. If you don't respect the system, then you can't expect people to abide by the rules.
Okay.
And it's consequences, and you take your consequences.
Okay, that's all I want to make sure we cool with. As long as we understand that there's consequences, I'm cool.
But consequences. But listen to this: is consequences to not win a suit. Listen to how that sounds. And in our mind, no, exactly. See, you see how you don't care how it sounds. We have to change that. Listen now,
Riis, I like suits. I like wearing suits, so you can't change that.
So now we're
think it's great.
People that don't wear suits to court, not if they did it or not. Like,
you think anybody ever went to jail for not whether? Do you think anybody ever went to jail on their appearance?
Probably so, but do we think that's right?
I'm not talking about how the world, how we like it to be. I'm talking about the world as it is.
We trying to change it.
I'm with you.
How do we change it? Exactly. So how do we change it?
Fight the power.
How do we change it? Tell me how to change it.
Look at Ruthie. Meanwhile, Ruthie gonna be at chapter meeting with her nice little dress on.
And I'm trying to get me a fur.
It's the Mace Jackson Show. Look, y'all gonna get me up out this.
That's where I seen the furs at.
Where? Because you gotta have a fur to go over your suit. That's the Mace Jackson Show. Look, in the wintertime. Church lady boy. Hey, what the lawyer say? I'm just saying, did the lawyer, why your lawyer, it's okay. I already won this. Look, Ruthie is, like yesterday, yesterday, we argued, like, we was like, is she really serious? We couldn't deal. We was like, I think that's why I was like, I figured out Ruthie was trolling me, and she's trolling me right now, right? Because Ruthie know. She know, and Riis know too, but it's okay.
Man. I'm gonna help y'all though.
Thank you, Riis. I appreciate it.
Y'all stuck in that old way, man.
Riis, I'm not. Can I tell you what?
So funny.
Can I tell you what? Now when I go to court, honestly.
What you do
What
now?
you gonna wear?
What you gonna wear, man?
What you gonna wear?
I'm gonna wear a suit because when I collect my check, right? When I collect, I love when the white folks feel like, dang, look at him. I be looking at you like, oh, look at you, right? Yeah.
That's how you be thinking. They be like, yeah, I got this. Look at this. That's right. Just good for me.
We can do a whole show about this, y'all.
Just good for me. Yeah, you better act like you ain't doing it.
You went through a phase, man.
I won.
No,
you went through a phase where you was rocking what you wanted to rock.
I understand the fact of wearing a suit, but I just want us to acknowledge that in our mind we have already told ourselves that if we do not wear a suit, that we will be perceived in a certain way by the entire day.
Reese, you are always perceived by how you appear,
but not the facts that we are in court. That you had told me that you would use Ruthie wore a suit
to Zoom court. She talking smack, and she's sitting up here laughing because she wore a suit to Zoom court.
I told you I did.
Right, all I'm saying.
I understand the game.
Right, Ruthie gonna be like, I got you. Ruthie gonna be your lawyer though, right? Because you Ruthie gonna be your lawyer. This is hilarious. Y'all literally yesterday tried to tell me that if your lawyer showed up in jeans and gym shoes, that y'all was cool with that.
I'm cool with it.
Okay, I'm calling your lawyer.
And then you said if they smoke beforehand,
if he's the best in the world, like he's great. If you like, oh, this cool.
We keep saying if was a fifth.
Check this out. If Johnny, after he did the OJ case, if Johnny Cochran came in, everybody wanted him. If he would have came in some
FUBU jersey,
it would have been like yes. You telling
he wouldn't have showed if he would have showed up to court like that, they would have been like, you crazy? It's my life. Been like, you crazy. I don't care if Johnny Cochran saved OJ.
Listen.
I'd be like, hey dog, you ain't that damn good. Hey, you still a Negro.
This is the same as this reminds me of Meeks, Pastor Meeks wearing the
no, it's not.
Wearing the jerseys.
It's different.
It's the same.
It's not. It's not. I'm cool with your pastor. Like, I mean, I now the pastors got on stage. I seen the pastor when I was in South in Myrtle Beach. The pastor had Jordans on the stage. He had like the shoe display case, and he had graphics and absolutely nothing. Absolutely, like, because I feel like this. Everything is acceptable, right? Like everything is acceptable. I just go. I'm gonna stay over here in my little space, right? I'll let y'all do.
Agreeing, y'all.
I'm gonna let y'all do. I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. I'm gonna stay over here in my little bubble. I'm like, y'all go to church. Don't say nothing to me about Joel Osteen if your preacher got Jordans on the stage on a display case.
Okay, so now how does that make him less of a man of God? Because that's how we serious.
I didn't say it was less of a man. Reese, I didn't say it was less of. I said that ain't for me. Reese, I said that's not for me.
That makes me touched.
Reese, I said that's not for me.
Y'all gotta dress up on Sundays for white Jesus.
I'm gonna go ahead and take your money out in the suit, this brand new suit that y'all bought me.
I'm saying that's not for me. So here's me, and here's what it's almost like it's so interesting to me that it's like you feel like your expression of is to not wear what you want. I mean, is to wear whatever you want to wear. I feel like my expression of who I am is to wear. I feel like I am able to be to fit. I got the wardrobe to be anywhere at any time. That's how I feel. And I do.
We know. And you understand how to like use your wardrobe.
Right.
So why can't he have that same freedom of expression?
Who?
Reese.
He does. I told you I love the Rugrats shirt. I just would be like, I love Reese's expression.
It's called a
I just would be like, hey, cuz, just do that. As long as you ain't got nothing to do with my court appearance, I'm cool. Do what you do, and you take all the chances you want with that. That's your world. Maze Jackson, Jordans is a distraction to me on stage, right? It's the materialism, right? Like it's the. I'm
not on stage. What about in life? Ain't it a distraction in life? The materialism of life?
Yeah.
And that's the problem right there. Because we dress up for church on Sundays with our good clothes on, and then you take them off while you cheating on your wife.
Wait, what did that originate
like
from?
It's the whole appearance piece for me that gets me.
That come from slavery? That's that.
Wait.
Straight up from slavery.
Take it out. All right. So wait. Y'all saying so? No. Okay, I say dressing up though for religious purposes in general has been history for everybody.
For who?
Okay, that don't make it right.
I'm saying like just even if you go back to ancient, there's ceremonial freaking dress. Come on, y'all. Y'all.
And guess what? When he wore that T-shirt to court, that was his ceremonial dress too, to say forget this.
I got you. As Ruthie still keeps saying, as Ruthie still was sitting in front of her TV, not eating snacks in front of her computer with her dress on,
while the white boys was eating cashews.
Exactly. Did you get your outcome?
I'm still fighting.
Okay.
So like
you gonna wear? Wait. Back up. So You didn't get your outcome in your suit and your dress up. So the next time you get on the Zoom, are you gonna be in hoodie and t-shirt, or you gonna put a suit back on again?
I think for all intents and purposes of this conversation, I'm gonna wear my pajamas.
I want right now. Okay. I want to be there at that court here.
I'm gonna wear my pajamas, and I'm gonna eat cashews. I'm gonna drink coffee like the white people. I'm gonna get up and walk around.
Do you expect the same outcome?
Yep.
Okay.
If the facts present itself that it's in her favor,
do y'all realize this is the? Do y'all okay? I just gotta say this one more time.
What you gotta say?
Do y'all realize that this is the wrongful conviction capital of the world?
So,
okay, we gotta change.
How do we fix it?
Not by going to jail. No.
Yes.
Yes, we do it because and then you show documentation of how people are wrong. Just
lock me up.
Just like how you got that stat. What you said it was like 600,000 or 700,000 people pulled over in Chicago, all black or whatever, and no arrest. And now you say, hey man, you can sue folks. You know that's how you get it's stats like that. Hey man, this person is in jail.
Did they get arrested?
No.
Did they get pulled over? I'm my bad.
Yes, they got pulled over.
And again, are we not the wrongful conviction? Are you suggesting that because the facts are what they are, that because the facts present themselves, that you're going to be treated fairly?
I think you should be.
I didn't say should. Because how many people are getting out of jail? How many people? What's the practical answer to that? Like there are so many people in jail right now, falsely convicted, and you're talking about the facts, right? It's the facts aren't really always the case that makes the difference.
So
I'm just
how do
telling
we change that?
I'm not.
We just abide by it. We just keep doing it.
Riis. So no. I think y'all. I really.
These comments are hilarious.
I just think it's your son goes to court. You tell him what do you tell your son? Go how you want to go, son. Yes, he's going to court in
definitely wear whatever you want to wear because them white people they come in there with some sweats, Crocs, and a t-shirt on.
Okay,
definitely
got it.
Definitely, I spent many court days in Coles County. Trust me, and that's what they have on: sweatpants, Crocs, and a t-shirt.
What did you do? What happened to you in Coles County?
I was on trial.
How did it work?
How did it work?
Mm-hmm. You beat it?
Oh, it was good. I beat the first one.
Okay. Never wore a suit, never nothing. You just went straight to court.
I will at the most pair of jeans and a button up.
Okay.
I never. It was for what? When I go in the courtroom and I see little Peter wearing sweatpants, Crocs, and a t-shirt.
You think that the judge sees you the same as Peter?
He should, and that's my point. Okay. I want him to see me. I want him to not look at me, but look at the evidence that present itself. So how do we say that? As long as in our mindset that we believe that we have to do something, and so that they can actually see us before it come. Oh man, this the one code, man. I mean, see if he's dressed like a uppity Negro. Oh, he isn't. Boom.
Wait, a suit makes you an uppity Negro?
No, I'm just saying that's how they seeing y'all. Like, man, it's so.
So you saying dress down so that you don't look like you?
I'm saying
you saying
your clothes. I'm not saying. Your clothes should not matter. That's my point. It should not matter.
Is there ever a point where your clothes matter?
Yes, but not.
When?
I'm not talking.
When?
I'm talking about in court.
When do your clothes matter?
Like when does your appearance matter? Something that involves.
So you would dress up to go to a party, but you wouldn't dress to go to court to save your freedom.
To save my freedom, if the evidence presented itself that I wasn't there.
Okay.
If it's a shooting in Chicago and I did a whole week in Atlanta. And I got a whole show broadcast on that is proving to you and that I'm not in Chicago and I'm in court in Chicago and they convict me for wearing a t-shirt and jeans. And we saying, and then what us black folks gonna say is, I told him he should have wore that suit. But
I don't think that's
that he didn't do it.
I don't think that.
If Trayvon wouldn't have had on that hoodie.
That's way different.
No, it's not.
It is 100% different. All of us are on the same side. We didn't think Trayvon should have been killed for wearing a hoodie.
Exactly. But George Zimmerman
But he died.
That's what Riis is trying to tell you. It don't matter what you got on, Maze.
So I want to. You make sure you zoom me. You screenshot me.
My pajamas.
When you go to court in your pajamas, you screenshot me.
I already told you. I understand dressing for the occasion. I get it.
Ruthie.
But it's sometimes you can push those envelopes.
I'm with you. Let me ask you a question, Ruthie. As a juvenile, if you're advising a young person that is going to be in front of a judge, do you tell him just roll out? Or
No.
do you suggest to him to do all the things that possibly could be done to influence his outcome? Do you tell him, hey, Joe, it's all good if you want to smoke before you go? Like,
No.
smell it. Do you tell? No, I'm saying even if he's innocent.
No.
Do you tell the young person that's going to court, hey, Joe, don't worry. Wear whatever you want to wear. Don't get a haircut. Don't go. Just go to court.
I don't really care about a haircut, but don't smell like weed. Put on a button.
What if he's innocent, though?
If he's innocent? No, I'm going to tell him to dress a certain type of way.
And let's not say suit, because I think suit becomes a
be
challenge.
just a
You might not be
button-up
able
and
to.
some jeans.
Presentable. Try to make yourself look presentable.
I'm not going to use the word
You're not going to
presentable.
use it. So what are you telling them to do?
Well, it depends. It depends on what they need. Like, put on your button up or your jeans or whatever, your little slack shoes, and go in there.
And be like,
I'm not gonna,
Mr. Charlie, please, master.
Riis and I never said what you're insinuating. What Riis was talking about was a specific example of his interaction with the criminal justice system. That was what he was talking about. So he was basing it on his own thing. He not saying if you up for a capital murder, go in there with an F-12 shirt on. That is not what he was saying.
I'm lost now. So what
he was saying a very specific example of himself, whereas he knew he was innocent.
Okay, and I think so let me just say, I think when we went to the whole concept of, when I asked him, would you advise that of your son, right? And I just asked you, Riis. So I'm going to ask you the same question, because I think anyway, I'm going to ask you the same question. Riis, there's a young person that is facing a court trial. He's going to court. He is on a case for let's just say a felonious case that could send him to jail. What do you advise him to do when he goes to court?
I would tell him, like, hey, man, they gonna want you to wear a suit. So I would advise him to like wear a suit. But is he innocent?
Everybody's innocent until proven guilty.
Is he actually innocent?
Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. The judge, according to your standards, the judge is basing it all on facts. So he's innocent until we've proven him guilty.
But I'm saying, is he actually? I'm not saying
I don't
innocent
know.
to proven guilty.
I'm the
is he
lawyer.
Actually innocent, like he's.
Yep,
so
I think he's actually innocent. He's 100% innocent.
He's actually innocent. Yep. I'm gonna say, hey, man, depending on what the case is, I'm gonna say you might should wear like a button up, a pair of slacks. Like, I wouldn't get, too dressed up if the facts are there. But unfortunately, society has taught us that we have to appeal to the judge. So, for appealing purposes to the man, I would tell you to wear a suit. That's exactly what I would say. For appealing purposes to the man, I would say, maybe. But
is it for appealing purposes to the man so that you, son, you, fam, can put yourself in the best position not to be sent away? That's all my whole point was. Like, I think, Riis, you have a perfect case example for yourself. I think as a practice for our young people, right? I don't know that it's best for us until the world changes. I don't know that it's best for us to advise them, because I said, man, you was like yesterday. No, I don't believe that we should give them advice that may expedite their exit from.
Man, you know what they told them kids during the civil rights movement? Dress up to be respectable. And guess what still happened? The dogs bit holes in their good clothes. They still got sprayed with them water hoses, and they got their heads busted and locked up in their good Sunday clothes.
I'm still.
So it don't matter what you got on.
Okay, I'm just
in
telling
those
you.
Circumstances. Sometimes it don't matter what you got on.
If you, y'all
gonna get sprayed with the water hose.
So you still going to jail?
You still going to jail, and your good clothes finna be messed up because they gonna pummel you before you go.
So I'm going to say one more time. This is just me. I don't know that my freedom, and I think, again, I'll say it like this. I look at it like an application. I look at it like you're going to check all the boxes. The lawyers got to do their job, and let's pray that they do their job. But I'm not going to give, what somebody said yesterday, we don't need unforced errors. That to me is an unforced error. If you're battling for your freedom and your argument is, I'm still going anyway, I'm going to show up, I'm going to be blowed when I come to court, I'm going to smell like loud, because I'm innocent anyway.
That was not that you can't quantify everything he said down to that.
Even if you did,
I did. Go ahead.
Even if you did, if we did a show Wednesday in Atlanta, and I'm in Atlanta, I feel like no matter how I show up, if they're going to convict you, they're going to convict you. If you have a tape of me somewhere else, and it clearly happened somewhere else, then why does it matter how I show up to court?
Do y'all remember sitting here when them brothers, them 4 dudes came in here, the guys who was like, I was locked up in jail. They had me in jail when the murder happened, and they still convicted me. All I would say is, I would try to give people the best advice to avoid being put into the criminal justice system, right? Or to go further into it. What you laughing?
The whole system is designed to eat us alive. So how you gonna try to make somebody placate to a system that's already designed for their demise? You fight those systems. You don't placate to those. It's a calculated risk. Sometimes you gotta fight. Sometimes you gotta placate. And I ain't gonna never tell somebody like Riis that you gotta placate. Riis, he took a calculated risk, and he said, you know what? I'm gonna fight this battle. So
I'm asking Riis to share. Riis, you fight your battle, but I'm asking you, what do you tell the next person?
Society set up. You have to, unfortunately, black men, you have to wear a suit because that's all they see you as. Unfortunately, and I wish it wasn't like that, but enough of our people will not fight to change it. All they're gonna do is tell you that to make no errors, to make sure that you get home safe. I want you to come back, son. Please wear.
Listen to how you saying that, dog.
Because that's
you
how
sound
they're
crazy,
looking at you. I'm trying to tell you, that's how they looking
y'all
at
be
you.
Sounding crazy.
Y'all don't
Ruthie,
see it.
you tripping, dog. You wear a suit. You wear a suit to court and a Zoom. You just got through. Riis, you can be the freedom fighter. You telling the kids. So again, I'm gonna ask one more time. Do you advise? So are you advising in the system that we live in, not the world that we want it to be? Mm-hmm. Right? Are you advising a person that's facing time in jail, if they haven't decided that they're going to be the freedom fighter, that this ain't what they want to fall, what advice are you giving them? And that's all I'm saying.
Wear a suit because the white man wants you to appeal to him. Okay. That's my exact word.
That's the same thing, Judge. You want the judge. Your Honor, we place ourselves on the mercy of the court.
Where because they after you, even though you got a tape that you in Atlanta and the murder happened in Chicago, you still need to wear a suit because all they gonna see is ninja when they look at you. Yes. Please wear a suit for master so he can be like, good boy, thank you. Because I guarantee when she put those clothes on,
I'm just telling you.
She was like, man, I really don't want to wear it. And you really didn't want to wear it, right? And you felt offended when you went into there and you saw them people, them white folks doing whatever they want. And then you like, what's different?
And you know why
the jail is
I did it because my attorney
wants you to win.
Told me what the game was, gave me the game.
So that's what I'm saying. So we shouldn't give them the game. That's
who the game?
Whoever is next. If the system, if their system is set up to screw you, and you about to play this game, you about to walk in here. Do I tell you, here's all the stuff that you need to avoid before you go in the game? We got to get through all these roadblocks, right? Let's take this off the bat. Let's take this off.
No, this is an important one.
Okay, so I'm gonna say
different. There are different paths to revolution.
I'm not, and
there are different paths to the revolution.
And our jails are currently filled with
what?
Paths to the revolution. Our jails are an example of the system not trying to do us, right? Yeah, like y'all saying, like look at the white people. Like Johnny sitting in court is not going to jail. You, my friend. That's why the jails are 70% black.
Okay, so why can't we fight that?
That exactly.
We gotta fight that. That ain't right.
So I'm gonna call your lawyer and say, do not wear a suit to the Ruthie's joint. Ruthie, don't you wear a suit. Don't get
I already told you what it was. I have no issues with dressing appropriately for whatever occasion it is. But I'm trying to say that you do that to either conform because you want to, or because you respect and honor the system in which you are a part of. So if we all gotta wear the same color to attend this meeting, then I'm gonna put on this same color to attend this meeting because it's important to me.
Yeah, I'm lost.
I'm talking about sorority stuff, like how you sometimes you got to wear the same colors. I'm fine with that.
What do the origins of that is what? Dressing up to please the white people?
No, that's
when you dress up to go. No, I'm just saying. Like we were mimicking what the white fraternities and sororities were doing, right?
No, we was forming our own things.
Jackson,
and when you
don't
went,
you take
and when
it
you
there.
I'm gonna take
we
it
was
there.
forming
Don't
our
you
own
take it
thing,
there.
and we wanted to dress nice. You know,
What's dress nice?
Like you said, like a suit button up. But that's for our chapter, for us.
Don't
we
you
were
do
doing
that.
it for
What's
us.
not? Are we?
For Alpha, Sigma, Data. You know, like you know what I'm saying. Like all of them. Like we was doing it for us. When you go to court and you're not doing it for yourself. Like,
yes,
unless
you are.
Unless you know that you on trial for something that you might, like I'm saying, I would never say, hey, bro, man, don't wear a suit. But I will tell you that the reason that you wearing a suit, and if you innocent, like I'm trying to say, if you have facts that you're innocent, it should not matter what you wear.
Anybody innocent ever been to jail?
Probably.
Yes.
Okay.
So now,
All
and
the time.
that's my and that's what black people say. Black people say stuff like that. You see what happened to him? Not the fact, hey man, let's go fight for him. He ain't do it, but he in jail for a button up in jeans. It's
Reis, you mind your own business. Who you fighting for?
You see
Who
what
you
happened
fighting
to him?
for, Reis?
Fighting the power.
I'm trying to tell you. See what
I'm
happened
about
to
to
him?
fight
Like,
you. I'm about to come over there. Ruthie, I'm just telling y'all. At this point, Ruthie is really now gassing Reis because Ruthie over here like. Meanwhile, Ruthie going shopping, right? She be like, "Hey, I'm about to give me that. What's the name of them suits? I can't think of the name of them. Ruthie." I'm just telling you. All right.
Oh man.
Yeah. And
Hey, I'm really enjoying y'all. I'm really enjoying y'all comments.
It's funny though.
Y'all
like,
are so hilarious.
Y'all Uncle Tom.
Please dress up.
Full disclosure. I am slightly trolling, but only because I do.
Because you are a bunch of black kids listening to go to jail. They going
understand
F12.
both sides.
Are you right? I'm fighting the power. They gonna fight. That's not the fight. You don't even get. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I understand both sides of the argument. There are times that you do have to dress up for whatever reason. It might
For
be
your
because
damn self. You don't want to go to jail. That's for you.
But listen
We ain't
to
even
the
talking about
point
court.
that you just gave. I have to dress up so I don't
go
go
to
to
jail.
jail if I did not do it. Listen to your mind. It's embedded in your mind.
Come on, Riis,
that
you
if
better tell
I
'em.
do not dress up, it's a possibility that even though they have guaranteed facts, I was not there, I'm going to jail. That doesn't blow your mind? That does not blow your mind.
What blows my mind is the fact that the man just think about this. The dude just came in here and said the most investigated trials should be death penalty cases. We exonerated more people when they canceled the death penalty. They exonerated more people than they killed, which means that obviously they did not. You can be innocent and go to jail. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening, Beulah, and that's what I'm gonna leave.
That is not what's happening.
That is, Beulah.
I'm standing with Reis.
Okay, you can stand with Reis.
I'm standing with Reis.
In your suit. You'll be standing. You gonna be standing in the courtroom behind Reis. Yeah. Okay. Y'all look.
Sometimes you gotta protest in different ways.
I got you.
And
I will write you. I will write you.
Y'all ain't trying to fight in the den. I see it.
I'll write you.
Y'all ain't trying to fight in the den. I see it.
I'll write you.
He was innocent.
I see. They put you out there and then they talk behind them keyboards. I see the den. I see it.
Well, man, that's the story of my life, man.
I see it.
And let me just tell you, the first person that'll be fighting for you would be me. Right? Because I'd be like, he wasn't there. And then I show up in the suit, though. This is the Max Jackson Show. Let's take a break. When we come back, again, I cannot believe the legs of this conversation.
It's deep.
Yeah.
It has a lot of roots.
It does, but everything ain't bad. I like to dress too.
Millennials be picking the wrong battles. That's what Mario said.
No,
there is no set path to the revolution.
Just like they didn't though. You see what's crazy? If you go look at all them, I bet all them back in the day was rebellions, fighting the power, and now they get old and be like, no, you just gotta listen to what.
I think we learned.
Come on, man.
I think we've learned there are some battles to fight, some not to.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't see y'all fighting none now.
I think you fight it every day. I think you come right here every morning, punch a button and say, what's in it for the black people?
Goodness gracious.
Right? I think let me tell you, and it's so funny to me. I think we often minimize ourselves in all of the spaces. Yeah, I do. I think this is a generational conversation. It is. It's also like, I'll be like, man, how you gonna live with that tattoo on your face? Yeah, I'll be like, hey man, this love me for me. I think this, what's the matter? I think the world is
so it takes small rebellions to like lead up to the revolution. It kind of reminds me of the natural hair boom amongst black women. Like that took some black women being like, I'm about to wear my natural hair to work and in this corporate setting. And now look where we at. Like natural hair is like very much more acceptable. But that took somebody actually doing it and like suffering the consequences. And obviously a little bit of capitalism in today's society because they figured out how to market it. But that's a whole different subject. But somebody has to be the person to do it first in order to break these chains that we have. Every battle ain't for everybody.
Wholeheartedly agree. Every day. Maze Jackson Show. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
WIFTPM. WIFTPM.
Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:37 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather update. In sports, Wilson Contreras drove in all the Cubs run as the Cubs beat the Pittsburgh Pirates on the road 3-2 and end a 7-game losing streak. Carlos Rodon returns and pitches 5 scoreless innings as the White Sox beat the Cincinnati Reds at home 6-1. Over the traffic on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop is 62 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 30. On the Eaton, Deerfield to Exchange, 67 minutes. Exchange back to Deerfield will be 44. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop, 72 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 45. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan 57 minutes. Outbound will be 34. The Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 66 minutes. 30 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 25 minutes to the Loop, 16 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive South, 55th to Jackson is 12 minutes. Jackson back to 55th is 8. Randolph to Bryn Mawr is 8 minutes, and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph is 11 minutes on the north side of things. Today's weather is currently 65 and partly cloudy. Today will be a high of 75 and a low of 63. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's Valerie on the Maze Jackson Show.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. And I think of all the things, what you're doing. And in my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess. And I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. But won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, baby? Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still busy? Oh, yeah. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess. And I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there? Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things, what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie, no dress up. More.
I'm gonna dress up tomorrow.
Ooh, what you dressing up for? Yourself?
For y'all.
The Maze Jackson Sun.
The Maze Jackson.
We dressing for Mass and them. We gotta dress up for Mass and them? Yeah. You mean I put my suit on, I got to shine my buttons, cause Mass...
I'm gonna iron my good clothes, and I'm gonna dress up tomorrow.
Ruthie, you know, I used to not wear my good clothes, cause I would always get into a fight.
I need y'all to see that. We know how to conform.
Yeah, Ruthie, apparently they don't think we dress up or something, you know.
We dress up for stuff.
Yeah, I seen Ruthie dressed up. She came to the party. She had on her dress up clothes. I was like,
told y'all, we be dressing up sometimes.
Ruthie was like, she had her shoulders all popping out and stuff.
I ironed.
Look, you ironed it? You didn't
ironed it. Like, I went for it. I got a little, what's the word? Tact.
Ruthie, we know you got tact.
It's a word I'm looking for. I don't have style though. Clothes.
You don't
like
wear pointy shoes.
What is the difference between a pointy shoes and a round shoe?
You ready to go hoop?
Uh-huh.
It's either you gonna go hoop or you gonna be like, you know,
like not doing work.
Right. You like.
Oftentimes I'm doing work.
No, it's not work. You're supposed to work in your heels.
Oh,
woman.
Oh, yes, sir.
Right. Exactly. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Around here. Next, and we gonna institute a dress code around this month.
We know.
It's gonna be a dress code.
But we respect your system, so we gonna abide by it.
We gonna have us we gonna have us a dress code around here.
Please.
Just as long as the white man ain't put you up to it, I'm down. I'm down for it.
Hey man, all right, good.
It gotta come with a uniform.
Wait. If it's a suit, is it a white man suit? What do I got? Or can it only be 5-button suits? Does it? See. If it's 5-button suits allowed, then a white dude didn't have me do nothing.
Dang.
As long as your idea come from you or a black man, I'm down for it. But I ain't reforming, unless they paying us good.
I know that's right. I need a uniform allowance if you want me to dress up.
Oh, if I give y'all uniform, y'all gonna be mad though if I give you uniform allowance.
No, you paying out.
On the back, it's gonna say May sale.
Okay, this is the Mace Jackson Show. Shout out to State Rep LaShawn K. Ford. Rep Ford, I don't know if you heard 2 days ago when the Chancellor of the University of Illinois, not University of Illinois, Chicago, University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign came on, and we talked about the program that you put up, you shared with me, the Morehouse program. I really think we need to circle back on that and get more black men to complete their college degrees. Shameless plug, I want to be in that program. I want to talk about the Bears. We didn't get a chance to. Ruthie, I know you still kneeling with Colin. And we still haven't found out if Justin got a white girlfriend or not.
He do.
He got a white girlfriend?
Because she was black, she would have told us already.
If she black, they got to keep it low. They got to keep it low, right? Because there'd be a lot of mad white women running around here like, dang nabbit, one got away.
Black lives matter.
Yeah. So, but did y'all see what's going on with the Bears? Mm-hmm. The Bears have they are signed a $197 million purchase agreement to purchase the land, the old Arlington race course in Arlington Heights. I remember when this first started and the mayor said this was a publicity stunt and a joke. $197 million later, looks like the Bears are actually making their move. Now, people said they had a lease all the way to 20-something, 20-30-something. If they broke it early, they'd have to pay what amounts to $84 million. But, Ruthie, we used to think $84 million is a big deal. Mm. For an NFL team, now they can make that in a weekend just off sports betting and TV rights.
Wow.
You break that up over 10 years, and that's, what, $8 million a year they pay? But if you think about it, they can probably pick that up because, they have the smallest stadium in the NFL. Mm-hmm. So I got to ask y'all, what y'all think about the Bears potentially leaving Chicago? Would they still be the Chicago Bears?
Yeah.
Would you, or not? Hold on. Because you know how y'all be acting funny, right? Not from Chicago, bro. Right? Remember when Gianno hit the dude from Evanston? I grew up in Chicago, and every day at Evanston, and Gianno was like, "You're not from Chicago, bro." So now y'all gonna want to claim Arlington Heights as the Chicago Bears, or are y'all gonna just be like the Bears?
Most.
And will it change how you feel about the Bears? Do you care if they leave Soldier Field? Quite frankly, I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't mind a dome stadium. I wouldn't mind. It's like there's something about going to Soldier Field, but it's really because the Bears play there. It ain't because I don't feel like going to the Soldier Field is like some mark. Like when you walk into the Dallas Cowboys stadium, you be like, damn. They got touch screens. They got a whole experience. Like when you go in that joint, you be walking around the stadium. You be like, what game? You be like, how big is that screen? Mm-hmm. They got luxury seats. It's temperature controlled. All of that. And you be like, it's like watching a game in your living room. All the comforts, food. You could dial up your food. When you go to Soldier Field, Joe, the only thing good about Soldier Field is the skyboxes, and they ain't even really that good. Mm. Not compared to what you can get. So I gotta ask you, do you care if the Bears leave Chicago, and will it change how you feel about them? Riis, you know you a Bears fan, right?
That's right, bet down.
Riis, does it make a difference? Are they still gonna be your Chicago Bears?
Always. A lot of teams don't even play in the city. I think the New York. I think they play in New Jersey.
Yep.
So you know what I'm saying. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter.
Now
so it still be. It'll still be the team. Then it's kind of closer to me, so I'm down for
it. The mayor says, first she said it was a joke. And she says we're still open to negotiating. But I think the mayor's already realized, first of all, is she going to get tagged with losing the Bears? Mm-hmm. Will she be the mayor? Like, will they do the commercial? And on top of that, she lost the Bears. Does the mayor bear any responsibility here? Will she wear any of it? I will it change how you feel about the Bears? Give us a call, 8722. Ruthie, stop making them faces because you be shady anyway. You football
Who
shit.
cares? For real.
Ruthie.
You know what my concern is going to be? What are they going to do with Soldier Field? They going to tear it down, build something new?
Well, they can't. I don't think they can tear down Soldier Field.
It's a landmark.
It's a landmark. That's why they put the bubble on the spaceship on top of it because they weren't allowed to tear it down. But the mayor is like, oh, we got plenty of uses. There's a waiting list to go to Soldier Field. For who? Like, first of all, my question is, have you ever been to a concert at Soldier Field? I have. I've been to Jay and Beyonce. I went to Jay and Beyonce, Jay. I've been to every black concert at Soldier Field. Mm-hmm. Yeah, every black concert. If it's every black person that's performed at Soldier Field, I've been there. And usually we have a skybox. And I got to tell you, and even when we had good seats, like right there in the 5th row, that's me banging. It wasn't a good view. Like Jay and Justin Timberlake, we was right there. Man, Jay and Beyonce. There's never, the only appeal to me to being at a stadium like that, like Soldier Field, is because the Bears play there. It's an NFL arena. If you take away the NFL-ness of it, who wants to be at Soldier Field besides the soccer people? And does soccer replace football in Chicago? Ooh. I mean, now, I'm going to just tell you, they're going to try and push it to this. That would be right upon the way things go. Give it to the Latinos. Turn it into, we going to be a soccer city or we're going to be a soccer city where Arlington Heights got the football. They're going to be playing football. What do we do with Soldier Field? I mean, let me ask you, have you ever had a good experience at a concert or at a concert? What do you do with Soldier Field if there is no Bears? I think the reason Soldier Field even counts is because the Bears play there. Maybe. I mean, I know it was historic, but like really, where are you having 60,000 people in the middle of the city? What event? What event? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Let's go to the phone lines. Riis, who's on the phone lines with us? Caller?
Good morning.
Is this Anthony?
Good morning.
What's up, Anthony?
Yes, it is. Bye to the Bears.
You said
Did you hear me?
Bye to the Bears? Oh, they gone. We gone. Are you still going to be a Bear fan?
Well, yeah, probably. But even if they build them another stadium here, you know who's going to get displaced, right?
Who?
It's going to end up on the south side. All right.
Cheap land.
Trust me, man, well, not just cheap land, but you got the Obama Library sitting in Jackson Park. You had a new Bear Stadium down there by Michael Riis. No, let them go, man. Let them go.
So
we have enough trouble trying to keep the demographics what they are on the south side. Every time you look around, you see others running around here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So no, let the Bears go, man. I love them. I have loved them since the early '60s, man. But hey, sometimes you got to make sacrifices. Let them go on up to Arlington Heights. They do, they did that, man, about 15 years ago.
And then we got stuck for $432 million. They hit us for $432 million.
Who do you think would pay for that new stadium?
Oh, us.
Taxpayers. Taxpayers. Okay, let them go. Bye. I don't go to the games no more. No way. I watch them on TV. Shit. So
All right.
And I hate to say that, but it's the truth. It's the truth, though, man. It would end up down there where Michael Riis used to be at.
Oh, now you see how long it took them to figure that one out.
Huh?
You say you know how it took them so long to figure that out.
Well, I mean, that land sat vacant because it was supposed to be for the Olympics or something, man, and they displaced a lot of people there too.
Okay.
But all right, because it's gonna come down to that. If somebody got to pay for it. If it's not in Chicago, it won't be us.
There it is. All right, Anthony, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling us. We got another caller. Call you on the Mace Jackson Show. Let's go. What'd you say? All right, y'all. This is the Mace Jackson Show. So I see you, Vaughn. I see y'all. I'm gonna tell you now. You can go to the Bears game, and the seating is good. Like there isn't really a bad seat. But what's a 60,000 per concerts suck at the Bears, and I don't know that there's a sporting event besides soccer, or we get another team. Now, do you think we'd get another team? I don't know. I'll be also with you. I don't love sitting in the cold. Like I don't know that being a bear down winter has been our best friend anyway. It ain't been our friend since 85. So I'm good with the Lori gonna be blamed for it. I mean, I would blame her for it. I mean, if I was running the campaign, I'd be like, she lost the city. There's crime everywhere. And on top of that, she lost the Bears. But I don't have a problem with the Bears moving, actually. I actually would enjoy, I remember the Budweiser Superfest. Okay, that was a great time at the Bears Stadium. But you didn't watch the concert. I mean, you watched the concert, but you couldn't see. Anyway, y'all, Ruthie, what could we do at the Soldier Field? What would you?
They
football?
No, George Lucas gonna come scoop it up.
He can't scoop it though, cause
he's gonna scoop it. Watch. That's the same way we didn't think Obama could scoop up the park.
Oh, Ruthie, you just terrible, boy. You just
really. What else would they do with it except for
football?
You know, I don't really have a. You know how much how hard it is to get through Lakeshore Drive.
I was just thinking, I'm cool with it. I was actually cool with it not being nothing.
You know, and just
we can have Bike to Drive on Sundays regular,
like
Bike and Puff.
But you know, I wonder if another team would want to build like a franchise in the city of Chicago.
They did say that Chicago would be a place that people would consider a second team. They said we could bear 2 teams.
No pun intended.
But let me ask a question: could another team survive in Chicago? Like would the Bears lose their
low key for real? Like athletes today, ain't nobody trying to go play no cold for real. Now, not for real. You might be able to draft some rookies because they just want to get their feet in the dough.
Because y'all done
cold here.
Y'all done unmanhooded football. So now it's like you can't even tackle in football. So you know nobody want to play in no cold.
You the same person that want a dome because it's cold.
I do, because I want to watch. I want a remote control. Ruthie, I don't even like going to the games except for the food or if I'm sitting somewhere where I could be seen. That's it. Like, because I really, I feel like it's a better experience watching the football on TV. I got rewind. I could see the grass coming up. Like you can see, where the first down line is. You got the magic yellow line. You go to the game, I'll be like, where's the yellow line? And then don't be up because it's like, it seems like you watching the plays, but you're not really watching the plays. You watching things move around on the ground, but it ain't like when you watching football, you can see when dude get hit, it hurt. Mm-hmm. So I'm okay with that. I think, Mayor, though, is there anything? What's the matter? Yeah, we can wear suits to the football game, too. Remember when the football coach used to wear suits on the sidelines? Was they trying to impress them white people, too?
They are the white people. That's why we would cap.
They just grew up in a generation that was trying to impress them, so it just stuck to them. Mm-hmm. So,
do you think Allen Iverson, they should have let Allen Iverson wear his clothes on the sideline, or should he have to put on his suit when they changed the rules up on him?
No, I think Allen Iverson was a cultural icon that I would say, no, I think he should have done this thing. I do think that Allen Iverson, I think he changed the. I remember growing up and watching Mike and Scotty, and when they used to wear the suits. Mm-hmm. Right? And they would be like impeccably dressed. I remember when they first started doing the rounded collars and you would be trying to get your tie and all of that stuff. And then I remember Allen Iverson, and it was like just wear the jeans and the jersey and whatever. And so I feel like I was in both of those phases. Mm-hmm. I feel like I wish I mean, that's how I wish. I would say that my big bro, DK, who passed away, I credit a lot of my style. Bye to everybody from WBGX. Thank you for tuning in. I think I always took pride in being able to dress for any occasion. He taught me to take pride in being able to dress for any occasion. So we would definitely do all the jeans, jerseys, and whatever. And I remember even when I was going through my phase of only jerseys and jeans, that was during the Allen Iverson era, right? I was like, shoot, Iverson, everything else. I think now I'm in a space where I just think, did you say band suits? You tripping, Junior? I think that I would like to be able to see people have the gear to dress to match anything that they do. And I feel like I love Allen Iverson. I do in some ways feel like that fight also evolved into our saggy, our droopy pants, which I don't like. I do. I think all of that is part of hip hop culture. And I believe that after I participated in it, right? I used to walk around with my pants sagging, had my Tommy Hill figures with the bands and all that.
Oh,
I think over time, man, I've evolved.
Oh, okay.
As have you.
Oh, okay.
As will Riis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I'm not saying what you'll evolve into. Your life lessons you will not be the same person at 30 that you are at 50. Right? Some things you'll be like, that was a good fight. Some things you'll be like, maybe I didn't have to take that fight. It all adds up to who you are. So it is what it is. Look, it's the Mace Jackson show. You better fix your face before I come over there. You over there, you're at home.
You didn't really answer that question like I would have liked you to.
No, what was give me the question. Tell me one more time.
Like, do you think Allen Iverson should have been allowed to wear the attire that he wanted, or should he had to put on the suit like the league, like the NBA wanted him to?
That's interesting. That's a balance. I think there's a balance. I would just be like, I feel like if you were to ask me at the time, I would have said Allen Iverson should be able to wear anything he wants to wear at whatever time he wears. I think if you were to ask me how that extrapolates out, it extrapolates out to the conversation we just had about not like it's so I think some people see clothes as an expression, right? And I think that in the Iverson case, let me back up. I feel like it evolved into the conversation that we have where we don't think clothing matters, and it's got us in this conundrum. Should he have been able to wear it? Yes. If you would have asked me then, I would say yes, and I would say to this day, I think you should be able to wear what you want to wear. That stated, I think it had some unintended consequences. That's what I would say. I recognize Allen Iverson as the icon, and quite frankly, I spent a lot of my youth in that same space. I do think, though, that some of our hip-hop outcomes and some of the things that we fought had unintended consequences that have spilled over to our young people that we haven't really addressed. Even from the Mobb Deep life, because I told you I was listening to my music one day in the car, and I was listening to the Mobb Deep album, and I was listening to like some Jay-Z, some old school, and I was just like, well, actually, this really ain't that far off from the Drillers and the whole thing. It's just there was something in me that said, that put up the barriers. Like, Allen Iverson wasn't my North Star. Allen Iverson was somebody that I saw, but my North Star was someone else. So I do think that if Allen Iverson was right, but I do think that for a lot of people that didn't have a counterbalance, there were unintended consequences. So, yes, I think he should have been able to wear it. If you would have asked me then, yes. If you'd have asked me now, yes. I would love to. The unintended consequences, I do not think that we took into consideration. That's all. Did that answer it? Or is it still roundabout? Okay. It's the Mace Jackson Show. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about some other stuff. It's the Mace Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Mace Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WBEZ
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
And now, traffic and weather.
Whoa, good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 8:05 a.m. And I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather update. In sports, Wilson Contreras drives in all of the Chicago Cubs runs as they beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 3-2 and end a 7-game losing streak. Carlos Rodon returns and pitches 5 scoreless innings as the Sox beat the Cincinnati Reds at home 6-1. Over the traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is 55 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 29. On the Eden Deerfield to Exchange is an hour. Exchange back to Deerfield will be 42 minutes. On the Eisenhower Thorndale to the Loop, an hour and 15 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 38. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan, 1 hour. Outbound will be 37 minutes. The Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan, an hour and 6 minutes. 30 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 25 minutes to the Loop, 16 minutes back out to 95th. On DuSable Lakeshore Drive South, 55th to Jackson is 17 minutes. Jackson back to 55th will be 8. On the north side of things, Randolph to Bryn Mawr, 8 minutes. Bryn Mawr back to Randolph will be 15. Today's weather, it is currently 64 and mostly sunny. Today will be a high of 75 with a low of 63. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's some Loch Ness with terrorism here on the Mace Jackson Show.
Strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breaching security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They picked a picture to make her look greater, but she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gonna tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media's the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narratives. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wildin' with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They're giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism. Terrorism.
Terrorism.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
Church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis, Ruthie and Todd, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect, you oppressed and solve.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, who trying to cut out on me early.
You know I gotta go work for the man. I
You
gotta,
gotta wear a
I gotta
suit?
go change my clothes.
You gotta go put on
I gotta
suit?
go change my clothes to go to work.
What you gotta put on?
Nothing.
You going in your pajamas?
It's just a meeting.
Do you show up to... Ruthie, you okay with wearing a bonnet to the airport? Would you wear one? Would you wear your pajamas and bonnet to the airport? Not bonnet, because you probably don't have a bonnet. You probably got a silk.
I got a bonnet.
You got a silky...
I'm not a public bonnet wearer. But I don't mind wearing sweatpants. Pajamas? Nah, I can't do pajamas. But I can do sweatpants.
Okay.
Now, do my sweatpants, do I sleep in sweatpants sometimes? So that are they technically pajamas? Possibly.
Okay. All right. Dang, I forgot what we was talking about. What's up, Riis? You all right? Back there, Riis mad still. He mad from yesterday. Riis was... Riis still over there talking about... y'all got me feeling confused now. I can't wear my suits, so I'm gonna be shining my buttons up for Master on the way to church.
Oh,
good Lord!
I wish Riis had a camera these last couple days.
You do.
You don't want to turn me on. I got my fresh cut. I got the.
He got his camera. Hold on. Y'all want to see Riis?
Yeah, they want to see Riis.
No, nobody want to see Riis.
I got my graphic side on that. Nah, man. Like my man Brandon said, like sometimes it just really be that generational gap that, but like I said, I just be wanting us to fight for our people, man. I believe that sometimes we just be accepting it because it is what it is. And it be that one person that be like, nah, like, even though if we accepting it, it's not right. Like some person had to say, nah, slavery was wrong. Nah, discrimination in school was wrong. Like, everybody was accepting it, like, well, this say blacks only, this say whites only, so I'm going to go ahead and just do as is. But one person was like, it's not right just because I'm black. And then, we fought for it and it changed. But sometimes I believe that we understand it. Like when I get pulled over and somebody tell me I'm supposed to act a certain way because I'm black towards a cop, I feel like, even though I know it's not, but I'm not gonna act like it isn't though. Like I want you to treat me normal. That's all I'm saying. Like treat me like a regular person. Like I got rights just like everybody else. And as soon as we start saying, well, we can't do that because we ain't black or that's when they be like, well, if we saying it, don't you think they know we saying it? I'm Ruthie. I'm just saying, if we saying it, you don't think they know we saying it?
I feel like everybody choose their fight. If your fight is through the fashion and court, have at it, right? Like I'm not. That's, and I don't know that. I think obviously we tend to personalize the things that are important to us, self included, right? So I don't necessarily know that it's I can't honor the concept. I just hope that we don't fight for each other. Or that's the fight that you have. Riis, if you go to jail, I'm not gonna fight for you over your clothes. I'm gonna fight for you for your innocence, right? So at the point in which you show up to court, I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, I don't care about Riis's issue because he came up in here. I'll be like, dag dog, you're making it a little bit harder for me, right? You're making it a little bit hard for me because now I'm not fighting for. My goal is to protect you, right? To stop you from going into the system. Anyway, that's your fight. I do feel like fashion and clothing and appearance matters. And one of the things I tell my kids, right? And I think the part that I'm okay with this whole thing is you accept the consequences, right? What I tell my kids is, and I don't tell anybody that they shouldn't have their fight. What I tell them is like, if that's the fight you gonna get in, don't get in the fight with the thought that everybody jumping in, because they not. And be prepared to stand on your principles for it. Now, at that point, when you accept that, which apparently, clearly you have, right? I'm not going to knock you on that. But if you get slammed, don't cry. Be like, this was my fight. It's sort of like when I do all this, talk all this crazy stuff, and yesterday I was like, y'all cut me from 30 grand to 3. Hey, Joe, you decide you wanted to run up the hill with the man. And everybody be on the show every day, talk about, yeah, man, fight the power. What's in it for the black people? But when I was at $3,000 a month trying to pay my rent, it was everybody egging me on like, man, you right. Keep telling them what's in it for the black people. I'm going to work, though. So I had to bear those consequences and move forward. That's all. That's all.
Like I said, it's beyond the fashion for me. It's just sometimes when I listen to people, I just listen to people, and when they justify things, they like, we already believe that we can't do something because that's how we've been treated or that's how the world is. And I say, the moment we stop saying that we can't do it because we black, we can do it. You know what I'm saying? If it's somebody else already doing it, if the white people are already doing it, like why can't we do it? Like if we, you know what I'm saying? But we tell ourselves like, nah, like we can't do what the white people do. Why can't we? Huh? We built the country, but we keep telling ourselves that, and that limits us. As soon as we say we can't do something, we already put like a limit on ourselves, and that's all the reasons. Like I'm trying to say, like, nah, like. You can't limit me, man. I won't let you limit me.
I'm with you on that. I'm gonna tell you. So I guess for me, in this space, this is really the interesting conversation. Like, I mean, I'm really like engaged in it. So I see like that as to me, to address that, I gotta elect the judge, right? Like, so your fight is in the courtroom, right? My fight is to elect the judge that will not hold that against you, right? And so I just think that there's different ways. Now, I would love to get there. And again, I would say that our joint is filled with people that are fighting. Yeah, man, I really don't know how to address this conversation. Like, I'll be honest with you, because I do feel like dressing style, appropriate, right? Like, what's appropriate dress for where you're going? Like, I have always been taught, right? And I don't necessarily know that that's wrong. I feel like, shoot, if it's an all-white party, I'm going to be the freshest at the all-white party. If it's court, I'm going to be the freshest dude at court. And I don't know that it necessarily is to impress white people as much as it is what I deem appropriate for the space.
That's because we placate to the systems.
I think we do. Everybody has to conform at some point.
I think the reason why I'm rocking with Riis on this so hard is because, like he said, it's bigger than the style of dress. It's like the way that they can like psychologically train us generation after generation. So it is the dress, and that's just like a one microcosm part of how they expect us to interact with this system. So I think it's really bigger than dress. It's just about the mentality of like, it's the mentality behind it. So I think that's where it's bigger than dress. It's about conditioning.
So what's the counter to that? Do what you want, and I'm not saying it facetiously. I'm saying like, what's the counter to that? And then how does that philosophy interact in regular society?
I don't think it's. You want to answer that, Riis? Okay. I don't think it's necessarily a do what you want. It's
acknowledge what it is.
It's some of us don't understand why we do the things that we do. And I think it's more about understanding why behind the reason and the rationale that keep getting passed down to us from generation after generation. And I think that's more so what it is.
I feel like I would advise a black kid the same way I would advise a white kid going to court, just in general. And I'm not saying that we're all, but I would definitely be like, hey, cuz, and I don't know that even things being passed down generation to generation, I don't know that everything that's passed down is necessarily bad.
We know.
Yeah.
We know a lot of us don't. We just do it.
And so let's take this to the next step. Because I did see that. So let's engage. Is there anything that is not appropriate?
Yes.
What?
Okay, so
let's
let's take the example in there from Erica Denise. She said, I don't want people half naked preparing my food at restaurants. So we know if you work in a restaurant, then you probably should have like what? A hairnet on, cover your body up. Your apron likely needs to be clean, like some level of sanitation, and that's the appropriateness of working in a restaurant. I get that.
So if you work in a restaurant and they tell you to wear a bow tie, a white shirt, and black shoes, because you're going to be serving,
then you do it. Now, you probably need that job or you want that job, so you're going to do it for the job. And if you don't want to do it, then you don't work there.
Okay. Got it. Interesting. Well, I feel like that, though. Like, I guess, yeah, I feel like my whole premise of the dress is to avoid. Again, I think I like the whole concept of unforced errors. But let me ask you, let me ask you where you feel about like sagging pants. What's your thought? Like, I'm no judgment. Somebody came to TP the other day, right? He gets out the car and his pants are literally lower than his crotch. He got on these like spandexy type of pants, underwear, skinny jeans. I mean, literally, I think he bought the jeans to be underneath. Like,
yeah, I hate that, man.
They were bought to be here.
I never said. I thought.
Is there? What's that based in? And is that his freedom of expression?
I would say it is, but unfortunately, so first off, like
who passed that down? Where did that come from? And
from the jail for sure, But what it is actually like you see like culture, like these days when you see when you turn on the TV and like the music that he listened to, the stuff you see like on TV. That's the reason why he wear. And remember, because if you look at it, 20 years ago it was baggy pants all the time, like you will TV. So. That's how it is. But I hate it though. Like I be confused on why I see all of your draws. Like sagging used to be like,
So
like
I want to see the rim of
like
your.
A little bit, bro. I'd be like, did you buy like the smallest pants in there? Like they never come up.
But let me ask a question. Does he wear that to court?
I didn't see people in there.
What?
I didn't see folks in there in the court like that. Yeah.
Talk to me about, because I guess that's his expression. Why is that different? What makes that any different than this in this conversation? Is it just personal preference?
You know, sagging.
And then let's back up.
What's the psychology behind sagging, though?
I thought the psychology behind sagging was when you sagged your pants, it was because you was letting people know. Historically, it was you sagging your pants because the master wanted to let you know that he had already busted you down.
Okay.
That's what they say in the slavery space. Now, you said, some people have said, because Riis just said it came from the jail.
Yeah, for sure. It come from prison, because when you're in jail, they didn't either your jaw strap was lost or too big for you. So it's sagging. Then folks came out of jail and then they kept it like that.
And now what does sagging represent? It's like
culture.
It's being anti. Most dudes who sag is because they being anti. Now some people just need a little extra room in their pants, but most of the time it's to be anti, because
it's offending people.
Because at this point, no sagging pants, no backwards baseball caps. The police can even stop you for being lewd in some places if you sagging. It's being anti. And what are they being anti against? Well, it's likely because black men feel a sense of powerlessness in society, so they take different ways to show their power. And it seems,
That's deep. So are you suggesting that the sag... So I can honor that anti piece. I really can. I actually could see that. Because it automatically elicits a response. And at this point, that if you sagging at a certain point, you're going to elicit a response that is probably not positive, right? From most regular people. That's deep. I never thought of it like that. I never thought of it from the standpoint of you're wearing your pants as a symbol of rebellion.
Yes, because you feel powerlessness in society as a black man.
And don't even know it.
So who gonna check you? It's one of those types of things. It's the small ways that we find purpose and individuality and control and power in places where you feel like you have no power. So if Riis is saying that I'm innocent of this crime and I got to go be at the mercy of this court, I'm going to find a way to maintain my power that's within my control.
Interesting, our intersection with power, or lack thereof.
Or lack thereof.
Interesting, our intersection with power or lack thereof, what we think is a display of power. And I think you almost, I feel like you almost succinctly got me to my point, which is, I don't know if that's really power. Right? I mean, I understand it, and I would say it demonstrates almost our lack of. And I feel like the power is really in guaranteeing that I could do it, that I'll still be here to influence everything else. I do, that's deep. Like I never. Hey man, this dude had a belt on. He had a belt on to keep his pants underneath his crotch. He had a belt and a double G belt at that.
That would be the worst. Like,
but
how you got a belt on?
When you was dressing in your hip hop attire, going to your business meetings, wasn't that a way for you to maintain power, like of maintain control over your what you would deem to be like your own like person? I guess that's straight up what that was about. It ain't nothing but it's just power.
No, that's
what was the psychology?
Let me back up. It may have been I can determine my own fate, but that wasn't a display of power.
It was your own personal power. If you can control your own fate, then you trying to say like I can walk into this meeting with this on, and I got enough power.
That's not I'm saying you could extrapolate it that way, but I don't think I saw it as power. I thought it was the cool thing to do, right? I saw Puffy. I saw Jay. It was the era of the throwback. I could afford it. I did it, right? I don't think that was my display of power. My display of power was when I rolled up with 5 trucks, with each one of those having 5 people and all of them on the payroll, and I could be like, go or stay. That was my idea of power.
So why did you do it then? To be anti?
No, I did it because I felt like that was the fashionable thing to do.
And that's what it is right now. Unfortunately,
that wasn't I did not go into that from the standpoint of power. Like, that really wasn't. That wasn't my, like, I was being hip hop. In my estimation,
right? You were just doing your little. At the time, it was like a culture.
But even in that point,
think about why we got hit. It was to gain. It was power. It was exercising power over our narratives.
I'm saying I got you in what you're saying. That wasn't my idea of power. It's not.
I think it was. You just couldn't. Yet psychologically, you was just doing it, but you hadn't really dug deep into why you was doing it.
My idea of power was when my street team got locked up, right? And I could call, and the state's attorney let them all out. They had blue chalk on their hands and spray paint, and the state's attorney let them out for $9 each. That was my idea of power. I'm just telling you. Like, I was not, that was fashion. That was style. That was, I got a big old chain, and I look like a TV, and it got me action. That's what that was. That was 4.0, 4.6. I got it. I could do it. But even in that time, when it was time to go to the award show, I did put on a suit. Hey, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. This has been deep. Coming up next.
Hide the bricks.
Why you say? Damn, Ruthie, you tripping. You tripping. Ruthie said, hide the bricks. I'm saying, get the script. Get your pen and paper out, because Rapid Forte is in the building. No, just hey, y'all, in the building. Coming up with us is one of Chicago's top freedom fighters. It is Frontline Tyrone Muhammad. He's going to be coming in and talk to us. Yo, they shutting down. They are shutting down one of the newest dispensaries downtown. Look, and he coming in here early because he trying to get you, Ruthie. He like, give me a beat. She trying to get up out of here. He trying to get a track on. They shooting, Look, he got his, hey y'all, now Ruthie, I know you gotta get up out of here.
I gotta go.
But
you ain't going no. You gotta support your local weed man.
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Hold on, man. We trying to get the break. So check this out. We got Frontline Ty in the building. He got my support your local weed man t-shirts. He ready to battle Ruthie Mo. And man, I'm not medium, Joe. What you talking about, man? See, they trying to tell us.
Maze do like his clothes a little more fitted.
Hey, man,
it's like a new
I need
style.
a large, dog, a large. Thank you. I'm going to support my local weed man. All right, y'all, we come back. It will be, we got to get Ruthie to stay just a minute because we got to get this battle on real quick. And then we going to let her go. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be right back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIFTPM.
Oh, man. They done messed around and gave New Era Chicago their own radio show. What they do that for?
You done messed up. So what we doing, bro?
Man, we talk about power.
Did you say power?
Not rights and equality, but power. We ain't begging, we building.
In that order, Chicago, and we got dope segments. Hey, yo, sis, holla at them.
Peace and love, family. It's Sister E of New Era Chicago in the building, dropping the statistics, holistics, and of course the ballistics. Good for the mind, body, and the soul. Let's get it, family.
And this your boy D Cook coming with straight facts. If you don't know, now you know.
And this is your other sister, Omo Oya Music, coming in peace, love, and light, getting real with my people so we can quit with the bull spit.
And this brother E, and I'm gonna wrap it up with the power surge.
Listen, it's going down every Wednesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
All love it.
Yeah, I love being black. Hey, do this for my people.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 8:34 a.m. And I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports traffic and weather update. In sports, the Chicago Cubs' Wilson Contreras drove in all the Chicago Cubs run as the Chicago Cubs beat the Pittsburgh Pirates on the road 3-2 to end a 7-game losing streak. The Chicago White Sox Carlos Rodon returns as he pitches 5 scoreless innings, and the Sox beat the Reds at home 6-1. Over the traffic on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop is 1 hour. Outbound to O'Hare is 22 minutes on the Eden. Deerfield to Exchange is also 1 hour. Exchange back to Deerfield will be 42 minutes on the Eisenhower. Thorndale to the Loop, 1 hour and 12 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 38 minutes. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 57 minutes. Outbound will be 37. The Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 1 hour and 6 minutes. Outbound will be 30. The Dan Ryan is 25 minutes to the Loop, 16 minutes back out to 95th. On the Sabo Lakeshore Drive South, 55th to Jackson is 17 minutes. Jackson back out to 55th will be 8. On the north side of things, Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr back. Well, Randolph to Bryn Mawr is 8 minutes and Bryn Mawr to Randolph will be 15. Today's weather is currently 65 and sunny. Today will be a high of 75 with a low of 63. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's Jay with Addicted.
Oh, baby. I mean, I know that you're here with me and everything, but since you just left a few hours ago, I've just been going crazy. And I done come to realize one thing. Oh, baby, I miss you. Yeah. Ooh, baby, oh, darling. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Your love must be some kind of drug, baby. 'Cause it just keeps on calling me. And I just need a hit of your love. It's got me shaking and feeling for your touch. Baby, of you I can't get enough. It feels like I done OD'd on you, babe. I'm addicted for you. Can't stop loving 'cause I can't get enough of you, babe. 'Cause I'm so addicted to you. This must be love. 'Cause I can't get enough of your love. I'm so addicted.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. Oh, damn, brother.
I'm not playing, bro. Support your local weed, man. We here.
Hey, man, this is the Maze Jackson Show, and I'm about to support my local weed, man.
Riis, taste them edibles, baby.
In the building. Y'all see him? He in here passing out. He got gifts and goodies and treats and stuff. Ruthie said hide the bricks. Y'all got to watch that, Ruthie. Because Ruthie slick. She'll slide one in on you. She was like, hide the bricks. I was like, what? I was like, we ain't got no brick. She was like, frontline tie.
Oh, that was nice.
Hey, man. So he back, man. It's my man, brother Tyrone Muhammad, continuing the fight. Now, first of all, Riis.
I can't hear.
Riis, turn him up in his headphones. He can't turn me up in my headphones. Riis, you gotta be like, turn me up in my headphones. I think he really listening for his track, Riis. So before we even get started, go and give him a track. Cause you know, Ty, he got the right headphones on? Can you hear?
Nope, nothing.
Hold on.
Is the cord on? I may be.
Oh, you done unplugged the cord, man. You been around here being so busy, you done unplugged the cord.
Ruthie ran out scared of me.
Ah!
Ruthie did. She's slick.
Ruthie, you got to watch Ruthie. Because Ruthie don't. But Ruthie, I'm going to tell you, Ruthie a soldier. Like Ruthie, like I be like, I was thinking about, she said, when we going to get him? Who was it and when we going to get him? I be like, Dad, Ruthie, you see Ruthie, she kicked Dante off the station.
What?
She like, ain't no Dante. He ain't came here to show us no love. She's like, Riis, why we playing that?
And Dante and everybody else need to be kicked off.
Oh, Lord. See, I'm trying to get back to having some friends, Ty.
Man, listen.
But you know, it's hard out here in the world.
Man, listen.
It's hard being a freedom fighter.
You need to be an enemy to people. Man, that's when they respect you.
You know, I was thinking about that. You know, it's like,
See, when I talk and ask and say, hey, I need a maid to speak for me, or I need somebody to walk me through the door, and I don't play the games, I don't get no love.
That's
but
not
as
true.
soon as, man, I'm telling you, as soon as you throw a brick.
Now, look, I would tell you, you threw the brick.
As soon as you throw a brick, why is it that when I give children bikes, when we stop shooting, nobody show that? We don't see that. But the minute you throw a brick, you got some confrontation, you got 1 million views. That makes no sense.
People like that.
But not just that, elected officials and everybody else, they'll look for that and say, see, that's what I'm talking about. But you didn't say, look, see, them boys probably done stopped over 300 shootings in the last 2 years. But that, or more. Carjackings. And whole carjacking. We created, ex-cons created a whole anti-carjacking system.
Hey, man, that's
that
dope.
on your car.
That's dope.
I'm going to put that on your car.
Hey, man, you trying to say that?
you.
Okay, I got to get one of those.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to tell you. First of all, y'all know Ty is secure. You know what? I really want one of them bicycles things.
Oh,
like,
man.
I want me one of them.
You
I want one. I want to ride up on the spot.
Grab both of them. You're not going to hit Lakeshore Drive and do it. They go like 40 miles an hour.
I ain't doing 40, Joe.
No, you going to, yes, you
I ain't
are.
doing 40.
You're not going to do, I'm telling you, when you get on it so secure, you're going to be like, man, I got to crank this thing up. I'm telling you. Yes.
All right, y'all, in the building. Before, again, Riis, you got on track? Before we get into this freedom fighting stuff, we got to talk, we got to hear rapping Ty.
Man,
rapping Ty.
Hey, man,
go on, rapping Ty. Turn me up in my headphones.
He wants something fast, right?
He say he wants something.
I got to always get some they shooting. Major look, you're a slave to a page in my
life. We're going to get us banned.
That ain't fast. That ain't fast music.
Look, Riis, see, look, he trying to hit you with this millennial, drill. I'm going to murder, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him and I'm going to murder him. And then I shoot him and then I murder him. And then I murder, kill, shoot him. Yes. And then I picked his eyeball out and then stuck him in the grave, and then I went to this grave site.
And then I took his woman.
Right.
That's why they shooting each other.
Right.
They keep taking each other's woman.
Man, they need to start boxing. Anyway, check this out, man. In the building is my man Frontline Ty. And Ty, you are back at it again, brother. First of all, we got to get you and Big Swill together because we got to have the Support Your Local Weed Man shirt.
Yeah, y'all see it.
Y'all see my man got his local weed man shirt on. Tell me about this local weed man. Wait, are you about to rap?
No,
okay,
hold on. Let me see. What do you got?
Now he got you with the shook one.
What you said, let me see what you got now.
This might be one.
Oh, man, look. I like that.
We gonna see what Ty got.
Man, I gotta holler. Skills like this, my man, the top dollar. Hating all you want, I spit the same flow. F what you say, my man, I got gold. Look, listen, you need to learn. If you don't like it, my man, get you a perm. Hate all you want, my man, you be the truth. Skills like this, my bars, I raise the roof, From the dome into the flow. Skills all the time, my man, I getting dough. Hate all you want, I'm on the May show. If you don't know my man, I used to be folks. Don't even try it, don't like it. Everybody hate on man, I don't like it. Hating if you want my man, then stop biting it. Quit playing game, my man, I don't write it, 50 years old, I spit truth, the flames off the roof, and you know I got proof.
I got low on y'all.
Rocker flocker ain't ready. Put them in the trunk, they boss, they stay petty. You little shorties really don't understand the do. I do it like this at the palm of my hand, and if you don't like this, wild Tom McCann's. Woo!
Not
That's
Tom
before
McCann.
your time.
They don't even know nothing about Tom McCann. Greg, what's up, man? I see my man Greg Sherman on the ECCSC in the building. Shout out to Tyrone doing this thing.
Too much flavor, man. Too much flavor. Y'all ain't understanding it, man. From the boardroom to the street. Y'all ain't looking. We on the Maze Jackson show. Quit playing. You know you can't compete. And then we at war with the cannabis industry. We at war with the construction industry. We at war with our elected officials. We at war with J.B. Pritzker, Lori Lightfoot. Y'all ain't receiving. You don't come in our neighborhood for no votes because the little homies out there starving. Let me tell y'all what they did to our little homies. Maze, let me have this flow. I'm gone.
That's what I said. That's why I said 8:30. Look here.
Let me just say this, y'all. For 50 years, people, I'm going to say 60. Our communities have been destroyed and ravaged by the war on drugs. We in particular. They want to call it cannabis. They give these old pretty names on it to justify legalization. They want to make it a craft grow. They want to do all these little terms. Y'all went to sleep, man. Y'all went to sleep. Our black men, our fathers, they took care of their families with this product, this weed, something that they say grew from the earth. They took care of their family. For 60 years, we built the state of Illinois prison system. I'm not even talking about the country. For 60 years, we built the state of Illinois prison system off of cannabis. For 60 years, for a small, meager amount of weed, they snatched your cars and your belongings. And you had to pawn your car out. Y'all don't remember that. For $2,000 if you got caught with a meager amount of joint, a duck in your ashtray. For a meager amount of weed, they took our homes, they seized our properties, our belongings over weed, people. Weed. They built this prison system. 1980, President Reagan, war on drugs. 1994, Clinton crime bill with the help of Obama and Joe Biden. I'm going to say it again. Joe Biden ushered in mass incarceration in the name of, just say no, the war on drugs. What did he call us, thugs? What did they call us? What did Joe Biden call us?
Super predators.
Super predators. Look at this, man. Super predators. We super predators. Let me remind y'all people real quick before I even get into why we demonstrating in our press conference in front of Sunnyside Dispensary 436 North Clark at 10 o'clock. Let me just tell y'all, let me just preface this. Mass incarceration, the war on drugs destroyed our communities. Destroyed our communities. They only want to make it like, okay, convictions, and they use expungement as a means and a measure to now make legalization real, right? With the help of our elected officials, and I want to name them all, but I ain't got no time. But they gonna get it. They think they got away with something, but they will get it. We're gonna revisit this, and we're gonna be knocking at their doors and protesting in front of their house. We're gonna make it hard for them to sleep in their cribs. I'm talking your aldermen. I'm talking your state reps. I'm talking your lieutenant governors.
Can I back up though? Can I add somebody to the list?
Okay, yeah.
You gotta start hitting the lobbyists.
The lobbyists is the main one. I need to know where they stay. Give me that list of their names.
This is what I'm telling you, Ty.
And lawyers.
The lobbyists and lawyers, because I know you listen, right?
Yep.
The lobbyists work to put it together, and then they feed it to the legislators,
No question.
and then they teach them. And what happens is they get to hide under the cover of the darkness, right? So while you snapping, they be like,
steady
the elected
law.
official, they steady passing laws.
Yep.
Our guys take the whooping.
Yep.
And they go get rich.
Well,
so we gotta go visit that thing.
Shouldn't have took the crumbs under the table. So with that being,
I'm gonna tell you, some of them didn't even take no crumbs.
Well,
though.
they're a fool because they getting whooped. They're gonna get whooped like they took some crumbs.
Ooh.
So they should have got rich. Well, anyway, we built the state of Illinois prison system off of weed. They want to make it say about the small, meager amount, and only people who got caught with cannabis should be allowed to with an expungement should be allowed in the industry. But weed is the gateway drug to heroin, cocaine, and gunplay. When you have to in order to distribute that product, you have to have guns and weapons to protect your blocks. You can't have streets and drugs on streets without guns. There's no weed produced in Inglewood. There's no cocaine, there's no heroin, there's no extended clips, there's no bullets, there's no 100-round drums, there's no Smith & Wesson Glock SIGs and all these choppers produced in our communities. Yet we dying of them every day. We're not only going after the weed industry, we're not only going after the construction industry for building buildings and not bodies. Human bodies should be more important than buildings. We're going after the gun manufacturing and the bullet manufacturers. We need to have a class action lawsuit against these people, because if you can't track the product that come off your assembly line, then that's a larger, bigger conspiracy.
Think about this, Ty.
Go ahead.
They make you track every bud.
Every bud.
Like
in the
They
weed
can't-
industry.
in the weed industry, if a crumb fall on the
know
ground,
it.
they got to tell you where it's coming from, and if not, you can be. So you telling me they
$2
can't?
billion this year already from the cannabis industry. Let me tell y'all what this guy Boris Jordan from Curaleaf has did. He has determined that in Arizona there's a $3 billion black market. $3 billion. If Arizona has a $3 billion black market, what was Chicago's black market?
10.
Yes, at least minimum.
Hey Joe,
So,
I told you there's a whole life. Let me
Man,
back
go
up, and
ahead,
I
please.
gotta hit this to the elected officials, to everybody listening. My cousin used to be part of what I fondly referred to as the Quarter Pound Club. Right? The Quarter Pound Club was he only made X number of $1,000 to pay his bills.
Yes.
So he would monthly purchase a quarter pound of cannabis that he would then break up to supplement his income. He wasn't out on the streets. He wasn't shooting. He had a developed clientele that helped him in this universe where we fighting for 15 to make it to a point where he could get over. He was a good family man, all of that stuff. And now they almost recriminalizing weed for the benefit of rich white boys.
And that's it.
Go ahead.
That's it. He's perfectly right. Listen, I'm going to just say this. If you remove, when you say something is a black market, what do that mean, people? Bad. That means your son black. That means bad. That means your brothers, your sisters, your fathers, your uncles are in trouble. That means that I'm going to now tap into this $3 billion black market. And now I'm just speaking of this Boris Jordan so that I show you how diabolical and how these people plan and plot to take from you, even if it's illegal, while locking you up for the same product that's illegal across the country. Weed is still a Schedule I drug across the country. These dope dealers, they not, where they cartels, because anytime you make over $100 million a month, you no longer a drug dealer. You a cartel. In fact, you got the elected officials in your pocket with lobbyists and lawyers. So you most definitely control things. You control politics and policies around this thing. Then you lock us out. The very product that mass incarcerated us, they lock us out and say we can't even own a license now. We can't even grow. We can't even work in a dispensary, people. Because they want to show and point out the weed conviction. But what they don't show you is that the weed was the gateway to heroin, cocaine, and mass incarceration and gunplay and murder in the communities to preserve our drug spots. They got to give, in order to make weed, put weed on the street, drugs on the street, they have to now supply you with guns, people. This is real. So now the weed.
I ain't think of that.
What? You cannot. That's why. When we serve our time, even if it's a Second Amendment right, everything, once we finish our debt to society, our rights should be restored. This is the thing I got to put the legislation for brothers like you to help me push through. Okay. That once a person is done with his time, he's done with his time. And we not only did we serve time, Maze, it's a form of apology. It's a form of repentance. It's a form of re-entry and mental health and everything that have to go to restore those persons back to useful citizenship. Because you had them isolated in a 9x12 box for in my case, 2 decades. You release me without even knowing my mental health. You released me as a terrorist back in the same communities that you took me from with a $20 in a bus pass.
That's real?
Yeah, that's real. $10 in a bus card with no housing, with no job, with no training, with no therapy and mental health treatment to deal with the trauma of being locked in a cage as a human being for 2 decades. It just so happened a lot of us have the ability and the blessings from God to overcome the destruction that is prison. So with that being said, bro, we at war against the cannabis industry because, see, the violence is a direct result of that. You can believe it if you want to.
Man, Joe, I'm going to just say, you're sitting here listening. That does
take $2 billion out of any corporation, if you take $2 billion out of any corporation, that corporation would be in the red. You take $2 billion off the street,
the streets in the red.
we starving. These little homies ain't got the ingenuity of a Tyrone Muhammad to say, hey, you know what?
Damn, I didn't think about that, though.
Yeah.
I really never thought about that.
They talking about, they don't call us to the table and say, man, what you think going on, Tyrone Muhammad? I'll say, you what's going on? You the problem. That's why they don't do that. They don't want no solution. Here I'm telling you, we gotta, that's why I always say we ain't gonna talk defund the police. Forget the political crap. Let's say reallocate the funds, because it's clear that it needs to be a reallocation of the funding that's coming through. In order to deal with police and to defund the police, to stop crime, bro, you got to stop $2 billion police, and they got another $200 million in CARES Act money, and then they just asked for FOP for raise 20%. Man, are you crazy? Teachers don't get that. Community actors and service and advocates ain't gonna ever see nothing like that, and they preventing. The police only respond. We preventing on the front end from the cancer to even occur. They responding to the cancer. And they get $2 billion budget. You got a $1.6 billion Illinois Department of Correction budget. Then you got an $800 million county jail budget. Now I ain't talking about the lawyers, the judges, all of the Northwestern law students that spend millions to get there to prosecute us or to so-called defend us. Brother, then all the products that served in prison, that's $1 billion that we not even watching, that our families pay for in phone calls, in products, in all of the mental health, and all the issues that they pimp us back, going back to re-entry and all the program. Man, all these white folks make so much money off of black blight. Black death is a hustle, period. And weed is just an extension of that hustle.
So with that in mind, because you about to run out of time. I said, that's why I gave him 8:30, right? Because I said, I'm going to just sit back. I'm going to let you go ahead. This is great because, I got whooped last night. So, Ty, you got an action going on today.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to me about the action, bro. Because I was like, he lied. Look, when you said they passing out free pre-rolls, I was like, he lied. Then he got, Riis looked up. Riis, he got edibles and everything on the flyer.
Edible. Support your local weed, man. I'm not sitting around waiting on no government to give me no license. I have a partnership with Shativa, prescribed drug medicine. I got a partnership. It Support Your Local Weed, man. Have a partnership, and we actually teaching our young men how to grow. We have a grow facility. I'm going to come back and talk about that even more, Maze. You could go ahead and go to shativa.com. I'm telling you, we about to take it to another level. We having Support Your Local Weed Man Fest. We having Support Your Local Weed Man events. And Underground Smoke Fest. Y'all finna get it. Y'all, we want y'all to know that, man, it's time to take control of this. And we gonna make these so-called MSO, that's multi-state operators who don't even live in the state of Illinois, come in and usurp all the licenses, all the dispensaries, and we sit back killing each other in the communities over crumb. My goal is to show these young shorties what you all have done to them. Show the shorties what the elected officials have done to y'all, and turn it back on them. Stop hurting one another. And I'm not advocating y'all hurt them, but I'm advocating y'all wake up and realize the play that's going on with our children while we turning our children against the father, the elders, and everybody else. We trying to wake these young men up to show them, listen, we going to take control and charge of this industry. We built the cannabis industry, and we not even able to participate. I'm not waiting on them to give me no license, no nothing. I'm taking my opportunity. We're going to shut y'all down. We're going to protest, we're going to deal with that, we're going to demonstrate, and we're going to educate as we build wealth. Because anything, 20 to 25% of anything that's coming from Support Your Local Weed, man, will be going towards the communities, building behavior modification, ECCSC, and those organizations that's out here on the front line that gets no real resources from this government and the cannabis industry. Also, we'll be doing a grand opening because we got one, Nature's Care. They signed the community benefit agreement. They'll be the first one. This is going to make history in Chicago. We, as an ex-con, that our product will be on their shelf, our CBD products in stores, until we build it up to where we can put the real products in all these stores. They will be the first to do it. Nature's Care on Randolph. We putting Support Your Local Weed Man products in that store. And come on down, y'all. Today at 10 o'clock, we'll be in front of Sunnyside Dispensary, owned by Cresco, the Liars, owned by Cresco, Come on now.
Why you calling liars, man?
They lies. They've been pimping our people and talking about products and resources. They have a seed program that's supposed to serve ex-felons, get them back job acclimated and workforce development. GTI has a GTI, that's Green Thumb Industry people.
That's the guys that snaked me out the first deal.
There you go. They got a program called the Lost Prisoners Project, and all white women is over it. Never been to prison. They don't call people like us to run these programs.
I'm gonna tell you guys,
it's a joke.
Yo. So Ty, you talking about some things I'm passionate about. Y'all, I'm gonna just say this because Ty has made this cannabis his thing, but I also need for y'all to be clear. Gaming is coming. Gaming is coming. Brandon, you get the shirt at the TP on 55th because Ty putting them at the store.
I'm putting them there, be there before the end of the day.
Okay, so you can get, man.
And you say we got a Super Bowl party?
We ain't Super Bowl yet.
I mean, you might
Bears.
Super Bowl.
We having a tailgate.
Oh Lord.
We having a tailgate on for the Bears. When everybody go, look, man, we gonna tie y'all into that. We do that. Like, let's make that the With the Bud, ECCSC.
We'll have
everybody
edibles out there. Free edibles only for Mays Jackson at what we gonna have at TP. TP. We gonna be passing out free edibles. And today we got pre-rolled joints. We gonna pass out about.
Now is it CBD or is it?
No, real.
Reis,
we got
Headbanger Kush.
We got Headbanger Kush, and we got Lil Cream OG out there today in front of Sunnyside. That's 436 North Clark Street, downtown with the white folks.
Hey, y'all,
we got them.
This is the Mays Jackson
We're
show.
not playing.
Look, I gotta wrap this because I got to go I got to get all the way up to the north side, and then I got to get back so I could try and get over to the event. Dang, you got to tell me these things in advance.
I know, man. Hold a couple of them.
Hold a couple of them, and then we gonna
got y'all.
Look, man.
Listen, I'm gonna take y'all to the growth spot. Y'all gonna get to see all of me. Y'all can just go pick and stuff.
I just want to pick. Hey, man, I just saw my cousin just tell me about this crumbler, so you don't gotta grind it no more. You crumble it and make it nuggets.
Yeah, and then so like with that, like whatever they call like shake, it'd be like decent sized nuggets. They don't even keep them. They throw them away, right?
Oh yeah, they use that for
Crazy.
really, but they use it for
like
edibles. If they smart, they will.
Well, they say I seen they be selling shake. They'll sell you shake pre-rolls.
Like the little pre-rolls. Like
yeah, pre-rolls.
But they can't sell it though. Like they can't sell it in the store, so they try to do.
Which is good. Hey, if you got weed, come on down to 436.
Hey, look, because they're going to be taking pictures, though, so be careful.
Come on down. I want them to take. We ain't worried about you, police.
Oh, look.
We ain't worried
I got to get y'all. Hey, Ty. Let me hold on, Ty. I got to ask you this. Look, I got Ty right here. Ty. Shorty.
Yeah.
He arrested.
Right.
Going to court.
Yes.
Do you tell him to wear a suit or no?
Always. And I understand Riis' point. I'm telling them to wear a suit but I'm always telling them to wear a suit even before they get arrested. It's about the cleanup, man. It's about the transformation. And it doesn't matter about the clothes. But when you present yourself in a professional environment, in a historically so-called righteous, it's supposed to be a righteous society, you can't operate as though that place is a righteous place. You operating from the position that you hope they won't see you this way. But we know already, Riis, even while you pushing, like I'm pushing against this cannabis industry, these some giants. I know they don't respect us, but I'm at war with them. I'd rather be at war with them. You at war with the system. That's really it. It's either you're going to beat the system or the system going to beat you. And in the case of judicial that transparency, you'll lose that fight every time, Riis, because you don't have enough wins behind yourself.
How do we change it? That's my point is, do we just continue to accept the way that it is, or like
elect a different judge?
We got elected. But even if you elect a different judge, the system is broke. Just like the whole cannabis industry got to be destroyed and rebuilt. Like Nas said, destroy and rebuild. You got to destroy the court system, because the justice is not blind when it comes to black folks.
Bam. There it is.
That's it, bro.
How do you destroy it, though?
Well, I think you elect you, but here's the thing: you gotta elect you as the judge.
For mayor.
But you're a judge, and actually it'd be Tyrone for judge. And to me, what has to happen, Riis, is your generation, which probably feels that way, has to take their responsibility and elect the judges. right? It's a process. The fight is not in the courtroom. You gotta, because even the black dudes are gonna be the ones that say, just like me, dog, you supposed to do it this way. So what you gotta say is, okay, if that mentality, we don't want it, then we gotta go find our lawyer who went through law school, who did law school, played the game, did wear the suit, was willing to do it to get to the point where he could say you don't have to. But I'm trying to tell you, prepare you for the world that is not the way you want it to.
I'm going to trial. I got trial for us putting our hands on the state troopers.
No, you ain't you dressing up. Man, no. You dress up for Mr. White Man, Mr. Charlie. White man.
That's not what I said. So now he's in a different scenario. Like he has a case where he just, clearly. But what I'm saying is that what we were saying is that if you say that I'm up for murder and you see me did my show in Atlanta and the murder happened in Chicago, if I show up in jeans and t-shirt, you're going to tell me I'm guilty. But you clearly have the evidence that I'm not even there.
How many wrong? This is the wrongful conviction capital of the world. They had DNA. They had everything. They put people away.
And if you ain't saying that's wrong, then I'm
saying it's wrong. But I'm saying I don't want you to go to jail.
I'd rather be a well-dressed criminal than an underdressed one.
Go in the court.
Go in the court.
Go in the court. Hey, y'all, that's and that make you better for us on the street than in the jail.
No question.
And anything that they can use to point your ass off, they gonna do it. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. You got something you want to say?
I just want to tell you,
remind the address.
You're not a jury. The jury don't look like you, so they the ones judging you. That's looking. Our people not coming to court. They looking for every reason to get out of jury duty.
Man, I'd be like, please put me on jury duty because I'm letting everybody go.
You know
I'm freeing the guys.
You already know the answer to the people that's on jury.
So that might be issue one. Black people, stop missing jury duty because,
Reese, that's how you change, though. How many times you ever got called for jury duty?
Yeah.
Did you go?
No.
You was a problem.
Right. So you left the white lady to judge you on the shoes. Right?
I know it.
There's a process.
So, man, listen, but yeah, everybody, come on now, 436 North Clark. We standing in front of Sunnyside, and we'll be hitting all these big dispensaries just to say that, listen, if we don't eat, nobody eat, and we'll be passing out free edibles and pre-rolls.
So we gonna
come on out and smoke. And matter of fact, smoking in their face, hell, you should be. It's legal.
Don't do it in a suit, though.
You can smoke cigarettes outside. It's legal. And listen, they need to quit making laws and playing games. Quit playing. And then they arresting our shorties and locking them up every day for smoking weed.
Are you serious?
What?
Hey, Joe. It's the Maze Jackson Show. This is why I can't be messing with y'all, man. Y'all be getting my pressure. This is the Maze Jackson Show. So for Maze, Reese, Ruthie, and Frontline Ty in the building, we might have to get them a little segment. We might have to get the Frontline Tie segment going on. Reese around here volunteering shows up. We already working on that.
Man, why don't I have my Frontline show?
Reese, book it. Reese the GM, man. You gotta talk to him.
You playing G?
You need one.
I just come in, man. What they do? That special guest who come in, that special some sidekick that come in.
No, dog, no. You gotta have your own joint.
I know, cause it's too much. It's too much.
It's too much, dog. I won't get no word in. And he kind of swole too, so I be having to fight and be like, dog, you gonna give us
where I can bring all the little homies to tell y'all, help y'all, and how I feel about it.
Reese,
those little homies have to have a platform.
Reese, make that happen. Reese, y'all hearing it now. Reese the GM. Get that done. Get the Frontline Show and let's get these people
Support your local
a voice.
weed man. Hashtag support your local weed man. Hashtag support your local weed man. Go to support your local weed man and go to supportyourlocalweedman.com. We not playing.
Put a stick on the door.
No,
not on my hand painted wall.
No doubt.
Put a stick on the door. Not on my hand painted wall. This is the Maze Jackson Show.
I want your shirt Wednesday, man. On my show.
Okay, that'll work.
Hey man, first of all, how you see? We rocking ours tomorrow. Me and Ruthie rocking ours tomorrow. We doing our thing tomorrow. See, he always on his own thing. He's trying to do this.
I'll wear it tomorrow too. I gotta wash at home. All
right, y'all. This is the Maze Jackson Show. So for Maze, Ruthie, Reese, Frontline Ty visiting us today, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said. Now hold on, Reese. Y'all get down to 436 North Clark. because they about to kick it off 10 o'clock. So y'all got about an hour to get there.
Press conference 10:30.
Press conference 10:30. Y'all get in, get your man. I'm gonna try and make it. If I don't make it, because I gotta go take my car in. But I'm gonna tell y'all what, I'm gonna be watching. Y'all need to go Facebook Live from now.
Ain't no question.
Go Facebook Live and tag us in it, and we'll share it as well. This is the Maze Jackson Show. We out of here. Peace.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happening in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us